many stories I've seen ATL school of niggas legit following their road rage person miles type of shit.
Bro, there was no. Why you mention that? There was a story I heard it on the radio this morning. Fuck, how did it go? It was like, so first off, dude died. I remember that, but it was like, so they had got into an initial road rage incident, and then he had followed them to their house, like 15 miles to their crib. And then
15 miles, goddamn.
Imagine just for getting cut off. So then Buddy runs in the house. Dude hops out the car, runs up on him again, and it's nigga. This is my house. You've already followed me 15 miles. What else could you possibly want from me right now?
See, and that's where you fucked up though. If you're getting followed, you never drive back home.
Oh no, Buddy who got home lived.
Oh, the buddy who followed.
Buddy who got home lived.
That.
Yeah, it was the angry motherfucker that ended up in the dirt. But I mean, like, it's just, I don't see the point in. I mean, I do have road rage first and fucking foremost. I'm not even gonna lie. But has it ever been that bad to the point where I'm gonna follow somebody for miles? Fuck no.
What's the worst it's been for you though?
I have shit to do.
What's your worst road rage? Like you actually followed somebody before, or you just really just honked and flick off? That's my worst. My worst would be I will actually speed up and be like Batumbo, no, or to flick off and just drive off.
Yeah, like I'll definitely pull up to your window for sure. I'll definitely pull up to your window. Like, matter of fact, shit, I can't even lie. Yesterday, I was on the road. I was on 75 going down, and this fucking car on my right, I guess, didn't care. He literally just starts merging. Like, as I'm sitting next to him, mind you, it's an SUV. You see this white SUV in broad daylight.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Can't miss.
It's really hard to miss if you even glance my way. So, I'm in the left lane. I literally had to swerve into the shoulder because he was literally like inches away from my mirror. By the time I looked over, and I was like, yo, what the fuck is he doing? Bruh, I was so hot. I ain't gonna lie, I was hot. I was so hot. I just pulled up to this nigga window and I rolled my shit down. I was like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? He was like, I'm sorry. And I just was like, all right, fuck nigga, not your fault. That's the most you get out of me though.
That's what I thought.
Anything more than that is just kind of like, for what? What was the purpose? Like, it can go one of two ways. You go to jail, they go to jail, or either one of y'all die. 3 ways, my bad. Nigga can't count. But you feel me? And it's just kind of like, especially in Atlanta, bro. Now we basically live in Texas. Anybody can carry their shit whenever and wherever they want.
Which is actually needed in Atlanta though. Like, I feel like the more guns you have out here, the less likely niggas will be like, oh fuck shit. Because if you really want to die, bro, you don't know who's strapped up here, bro. Like, please pop off in front of somebody, bro, and you'll see what happens. Either that, you can get your ass beat.
I'm halfway on that. I'm halfway with you on that.
What's up?
Halfway. Because if, of course, we do live in the South, so actual gun reform in any real way, shape, or fashion is going to be met with a whole bunch of bullshit.
True.
First and foremost. True. But I'm like, if it never got this bad in the first place, everybody wouldn't have to feel the need to walk around like a cowboy.
But what triggered this change though? Kind of Atlanta was mad peaceful. Like, of course there were gangs here, but you really had to go to a bankhead to see it.
Right. You had to go places to find like, okay. I mean, but
like the trouble.
I want to say, when Atlanta became the destination move to spot, that's really when shit shook different in the city.
Was that pre-pandemic or during pandemic?
Way pre-pandemic. I want to say like around the time KSU started buzzing. So I'd say, when was I in college? 2017, 2016
that makes sense.
Around there when like everybody was like, oh, okay, Atlanta is such a great place to be. It's so fun. I want to move to Atlanta. And then so people started doing it. It was still cheap back then. Shit was still popping. Like, everybody was having fun without going out getting their cars broken into and all that extra shit.
But we didn't have niggas doing fucking street car races in the middle of the night.
In the middle of the fucking intersection, every fucking where.
Donuts and shit.
Just for no reason. You feel me? That wasn't a thing.
Atlanta really turned to Gotham on the lowest keys.
Gotham is perfect. Gotham is fucking perfect. We just need a Batman.
But you don't know who the Batman is, though, in this case.
We ain't got one at all.
Shit.
Ain't nobody helping.
Shit, true. Like, not even on the Bruce Wayne front.
Not even on the Bruce Wayne front, bro. At least I mean, I got feelings about Batman, but I'll save that for later because
we can talk about comics, bro.
You just going around beating up mentally ill niggas
and let him go on purpose. Cause
like,
I want to beat your ass again.
Like, come on, bro.
Like him and Joker were best friends.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and on top of that,
friends.
bro, you own the city, my boy. If you wanted to change shit, you have the money and the power to do so.
But you saw the last movie though. Which one that came out with Robert Pattinson?
No, I haven't seen that.
But you gotta see it, bro. But basically, without telling anything, like there's mob ties involved in the movie though. So I feel like that would be like the limit of stopping everything. It's that damn, like, even though you're Bruce Wayne, damn, the mob is involved in your shit a little bit. I won't tell you how, but just know that there is a mob in it.
That's true. Okay.
So now if you have the mob in it, it's kind of like, what can you do? Because the mob says do this. Are you gonna go button back or, you know?
Okay. All right.
Hence Mr. Penguin.
I'll try it out. But like,
you had to watch it, bro. We had to. I'm not even a DC fan, but this is actually the best one since Dark Knight in terms of Batman movies. Since Dark Knight. Since Dark Knight. After Dark Knight. Not Dark Knight. Easy, kid. Easy.
You saw.
I
was about to say that is the
easy.
wildest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Blunt is pulling, but not yet. Not like that.
Okay. I mean, but if you, in my opinion, if you put it up there though, like that's high praise. That's high praise.
It's better than the Ben Affleck Batmans.
That's not really saying much because they were garbage.
I mean, what
like
other Batmans were there after fucking Christian Bale? It was like Christian Bale, Ben Affleck. So.
Yeah, Christian Bale, Ben Affleck, Robert Pattinson. I know they had like the
Adam
older
West.
ones.
Like,
Adam
but
West
we're not talking about those
niggas. We don't talk about them.
Mm-hmm.
I could have sworn there was one Batman before Christian Bale though.
No, there was for sure.
Like I feel like they released a movie.
It was
that
in the 90s.
Might have been Ben Affleck though.
Again?
Maybe.
I didn't like it the first time. Yeah.
I could be wrong though. Batman was always just a rich crybaby dude, bro. I know,
for sure.
Like,
I saw a TikTok about this Batman. Apparently, there was a pre-sequel novel about it, and the novel basically is just the background of Bruce Wayne, how he became Batman to this movie.
Right.
So basically, this nigga was like a rich kid who was bored as fuck. Like he had everything he wanted. Literally, he went to college multiple times, and he dropped out each semester, one semester.
So he would go to college and then drop out.
Yeah, the next semester. Next semester, yeah, kids Bruce Wayne. I want one time I want to be a microbiologist. It didn't work out. I want to be a physicist. You know, that what he was doing.
Okay, so he's pretty much like an old person that goes to work after retirement because they ain't got nothing to do.
But in a young body. So imagine our teenage. Imagine us going to high school to college, our peak 20s. He's out here just exploring life, but he's like, I don't like any of this shit. But then he develops a love for racing and cars and shit.
Okay.
So that's what he really found his passion was, and then he went back home eventually. Long story short, and realized that his heart belongs in Gotham, and then he just started to chill there.
And then he became the Batman after a little bit. Okay.
But he even did martial arts training while he was away, like imagine like study on Broad on steroids. Like you doing
got all the money, all the connections.
The rich nigga, yes,
all the rich
nigga version of study abroad.
I fucks with that though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that sounds kind of cool. That's a better origin story than parents die, butler raises him, nigga gets
raised
bored.
by the shadow of assassins.
You feel me? Like just kind of like where the fuck did this come from? Type shit. Okay. All right. Okay. So out of 10, where you put it? Like
it's a solid 8.
Okay. That's
solid 8. The hype was definitely trying to make it to a 9 or a 10, but once the 2 weeks passed away and you really watch it again, you really realize, okay, this is like a good movie, but it could be better. But pretty solid.
Pretty solid.
Pretty solid.
I'll take pretty solid.
It's better than the Justice League movies. Way better than Man of Steel, the whole Superman arc straps. Like this is actually like.
I like Man of Steel though. Damn, I like Man of Steel. Yeah. As a pure action film with no real correlation to anything else, as a pure action film, I liked it. I did.
Okay.
The CGI was great. And like the action sequences were fantastic. Like my nigga was in here like, bitch. That nigga said, get off me. It was over with. Well, whatever his name, Zod or whatever. When he said his shit, that shit was fine to me. But granted, I haven't seen it in like 5 years, so.
I have to watch it. It's on HBO Max though. So
I'm gonna watch that later. I'm gonna watch that later for sure.
Let's see what happens, bro.
I fucking love HBO Max.
Yeah, it has a great movie selection.
I just wish the app was better.
Apple's interface is fucking me up. It looks so remedial compared to other apps.
And it crashes so often.
Yes.
That's my main thing. Like, when Hulu or Netflix crash, that's like, nigga, what the fuck is going on? When HBO Max crashes, it's kind of like, I guess I'll watch something else.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, it's kind of just expected, and I want that to be better, because their collection is fucking amazing. Like, you got the Boondocks on here, cuz.
On what, Apple?
On HBO Max.
Yeah, for sure.
Nigga,
You have South Park, you have damn near, I think you have the regular show, Rick and Morty.
So, yeah.
Like, most of the Cartoon Network's, like, discography in there.
Like, all the great shows that you can really
Ed and Eddie's on there, bro. Yes, bro. I get high at night and watch, like, my 90s TVs and be like, wow.
Ed and Eddie's on HBO Max.
Yes, Son of a Shepherd Wolf. Yes.
Alright. Embarrassing story. So I'm telling it right here. The only person that knows this is my mother and the people that signed the petition with me. So, you know that all the shows on Cartoon Network have, they have their running times. Like, after a certain amount of time, no matter how popular it is, like, it'll get canceled and it'll die, right? Like, even, like, for Disney Channel, the show that broke that mold for Disney was That's Alright.
Yeah, I was
Like,
just about to say that.
because I think it was like, I don't remember the exact number, but I want to say it was like 100-something episodes or like 80-something episodes, and then the show would be done after that. Like, that was their running times up until That's So Raven was supposed to stop, and it was like a fucking uproar about it.
Global, like, hit.
Yeah, and
First
then
superstar.
and then after that, everybody, like, however popular the show is, that's how long it'll run. Like, that's when that shit started.
Until the numbers tells us it's falling off.
Exactly. What the fuck was I talking about?
That's alright.
Before that. And then,
Yes.
yeah. So, in middle school, when Ed he was going off the air,
I heard.
it hurt so bad. Because that was probably my favorite cartoon. Like, it was so out of the box and just so stupid. It just made me laugh. Because, like, why is a piece of candy twice the size of your body?
Jawbreaker, yeah.
You feel me?
And then why are their tongues all different colors but pink?
You feel me?
Everyone's.
Like, niggas get slapped with fishes and shit. Like,
Where are your parents? Legit, where is an adult?
Niggas eating whole mattresses with no supervision, bro. Like, just solo dolo, just throwing mattresses.
But
Shit
the
was
contraptions they were building those to make these finesses.
You feel me?
Were impressive.
Shit, it wasn't Phineas and Ferb, but it was like ghetto. Shit like
The
ghetto,
prototype.
like it was a prototype. Like the ghetto version, like if you take,
Like they really took wood panels and built like a ramp out of wood and stuff.
and it would be like ladders and shit.
Ladders, shopping
If you ever seen a
carts.
crackhead build something, that's what it looked like.
Facts. That's
You
very
feel
accurate.
me?
very
That's
accurate.
exactly what, and it was like, this shit worked though.
For 50 cents for a nickel.
50 cents.
For
And that's
a
all
quarter.
niggas needed to get this fucking candy that they were risking their lives for every fucking day.
Damn, they're dying.
Niggas was dying, getting sexually assaulted by 3 blue bitches.
Oh,
No, that was
Canker
Proud Family.
Sisters.
That was Proud Family.
Cankers,
That was
wow.
Proud. But yeah, but
Oh, that was rough.
dragging him through the trailer every time, like, bro. When that shit went off the air, I was so hurt. My mom was like, yeah, they canceled it. Nigga, I went to school and I made a petition. And I wrote this bitch up, made a petition and brought it to school, bro. I only got like 50 signatures, nigga.
That's a lot.
That was the whole grade, nigga. That was the whole grade. So I was like, all right, I'm doing something. And then like nobody else gave a fuck. So like that's kind of where the trail stopped. So I was like, fuck it, I got this, nigga. I started writing the names: Abraham Lincoln, George Bush.
Yeah.
JC and Beyonce.
No, don't do that.
Just any name I could think of, bro. I got the list to 108. And I'm so fucking proud of myself. I
That's
was
a lot
like,
of fake names.
this has to happen. You feel me? I was like, you got 50 kids and 50 of the most well-known niggas on earth.
Leverage.
Something is gonna shake. You feel me? But no,
Niggas read Abraham Lincoln. Damn, this nigga's serious.
this nigga's for real, for real. Like, all right, they brought this nigga back from the dead for this. All right, cool, man.
What was your top episode or moment at Ed and Eddie, if you remember?
Off the top of my head, bro, Off the top of my head, I'd have to say when Ralph was fucking up Eddie with that fish, the duel that they was having
and
over
the
the
sky
river.
went dark and
Yes!
shit. Oh my god, bro! I thought this nigga was about to die. I said, make it stop. Just say sorry,
Bro, he was just ma, and I was like, Eddie, no,
wow.
Eddie, no. The first episode that I think of when I think of Eddie is that one. Because it was just like, yo, this nigga's really getting waxed with a fish.
Son of a shepherd. What was the setup? Wasn't the setup because they tried to make Rolf's like native home in the cul-de-sac?
Yes.
And they did like different shit, like a goat farm. He just took his goat and he was standing there, and then I think Eddie made an insult or something about his culture.
Yeah,
and
he said something about his homeland or something like that. He was like, "What did you say, head boy?" And he jacked that nigga. They had all pads and everything.
Nigga
That
went
nigga was
beast
just
mode.
rocked, bro.
Beast mode.
Yo,
I think my favorite moment was the episode where I think every nigga had a dream or something like that.
Yeah.
I forgot whose dream it was, but someone had a dream of having all the world's jawbreakers. It was like Tokyo,
right, they were all
Georgia,
organized and
Russia,
shit.
different colors, like a
Yeah.
big bowl. And I was like, yo, like, as a kid, I just caught my attention. Yo, that's a lot of jawbreakers from different places. I was like, I didn't realize that. Yo, I didn't know Japanese people had jawbreakers.
They got these bitches in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Nice.
So every time the episode came on, I would legit, like, we didn't have DVR back then, so I would legit had to remember.
T-Mobile wasn't even a thing. back
Exactly. So I had to watch and like scan quick to see the cities and remember like, oh wow, Cambodia, that's a new one. You know, Thailand, what the fuck is this? You know, because we were like what, 8, 12
then.
watching
we were
this.
young, bro. We were young. And it was like,
Good times.
it gave you, on some fake deep shit, it gave you real world problems, how to deal with it, how to hustle, how to fuck up your hustle, what happens when you fuck up your hustle, what happens if you don't pay respect. Niggas was getting waxed.
Yeah.
Word.
The rise and fall of business.
No matter what the fuck you wanted to do, you can figure it the fuck out. Man.
That's wild. No, very odd parents on Netflix.
Word. Is it the new version or the old version?
First three seasons.
I'll check it out. Oh, top 3 cartoons. All time.
SpongeBob, number 1, off
Okay.
the rip.
Okay.
Wow.
Immediate, no hesitation.
Immediately.
Okay.
That's a cultural change and generational like cartoon.
I can give you that.
There's a meme for every situation. There used to be
Literally.
times on Twitter there was a SpongeBob meme per month that went trending.
That's true.
That's crazy,
That's
bro.
true. And like, even if you can take it so far out of context, like it always applies to whatever you have. Like it could be funny, it could be sad, it could be anywhere. Like I know somebody who I know which is very sad. They have like 400 horny SpongeBob memes. It's the saddest thing on earth, bro. It's the saddest thing on earth.
Oh my god.
It's the
400?
it's the saddest thing.
That's
on
wild.
earth, dog.
That's wild.
It's so sad.
Wow.
But they got them all from Twitter. So it was just like,
That's a lot. I meet you on Twitter a lot though.
yeah, I mean, bro, I've been on Twitter since 2011.
Junior year of high school.
So, no,
That's 2012 for me.
2009.
Damn, you were an OG era.
Yeah, no, I've had my shit.
These people, Gen Z
I've
would
had my
never
shit
understand
I've
what
had my
old
shit
Twitter
for
looks like, bro.
way-
They would never understand what Instagram looks like. What's the brown app? Like, bro, you would never understand what we went through, bro. We were the guinea pigs for all this shit.
Like, the avatar is a bird now. It was a home before.
That's it.
Like,
You couldn't put a video. You couldn't put a picture.
there was no videos, there was no gifs.
Like 30 characters max. 50.
And whenever you retweeted somebody or whatever you post tweeted somebody's shit, it was just your version. It just had their shit in semicolons.
And then you can edit their tweet.
Exactly.
And then you be like, yo.
You can make niggas
I
say
hate cats. You be like, what? I was talking about my grades. And don't let that fucking retweet to go viral. Now niggas are making
now
fun
niggas are on you for days because now they know that it looks exactly like your shit. So it's like, hey.
You're like, wait guys, it's not me. It's not me. And I know it's too late.
Nah, it's too late, bro. You catch a heat for the next 2 days because of this shit. And you could really, the jokes were so, they were a lot darker. I ain't gonna hold you. Like we used to say whatever the fuck we wanted.
Yeah, bro.
Like
Dark web.
it was
This is dark web
was
of Twitter.
bad.
Definitely dark web.
Oh my god, it was bad. It was fun though. You know how many people still got me blocked, nigga?
A lot.
A lot.
A lot. Even celebrities were blocking niggas.
Kenny Shell has me blocked. Jasmine Vegas has me blocked. Peter has me blocked. Nigga, there are so many fucking celebrities. I was a terrorist, bro. I just like, if like somebody posted some dumb shit, like I had all the time in the world. Nigga, I was in high school. Who gives a fuck? I ain't doing nothing. By the time I'm doing my homework, I'm playing Call of Duty and talking shit on Twitter. If I'm doing something else outside, like playing sports when I come home, cool, whatever. But if I'm in the bed, I'm talking shit. I'm talking shit.
Or for hours.
I said Kenny Show got a diaper booty and she has blocked me ever since. Ever since.
Jesus.
That was a long time ago.
But speaking of the top 3 cartoons, number 1 is SpongeBob.
Okay. Number
2 is Jimmy Neutron.
Oh, okay.
And number 3 is Codename Kid Next Door. Final answer. All because they really do like grab onto, or each episode is a like you remember each episode damn near.
Yeah, like
it's very hard to get.
If you catch a glimpse of the episode or a certain memory of an episode, then you can remember the whole thing.
Exactly.
Like, you can run it back in your home. Man, okay. I want to say my top 3.
It's tough.
Top 3, SpongeBob for sure. Because that's something that you can literally, even as an adult, you can go back and watch. And you realize like they made it for the kids and the parents watching. And they did it so flawlessly, like you can still laugh at the same joke, but understand it in a completely different context.
20 years later.
20 years later, it's still fucking hilarious. So I'd say Codename Kids Next Door. Because that's probably the one that I spent the second most time watching. And that's probably one of the few ones that I've gone back and watched a couple times as an adult, for real.
Especially when they had that Cartoon Network website game.
Yeah. The Cartoon Network,
straight to connect.
Bro, there was so much.
They
don't know about the web games, bro.
They used to update it every couple months. You get new games. Billy and Mandy.
Shit.
Honorable mention is Billy and Mandy though. That shit is meant for adults too. That's like pre-Family Guy funny. Like them niggas were killing it. I watched it because HBO Max too. Watched a couple episodes high with my girl, bro. Dying.
Yo, you just fucked.
I stay in my childhood, bro. Like, you want to talk about 90s babies? Like, I am the personification of that, bro. Like, that was an era. Or 2000s cartoons, you cannot touch me about that, bro. How people geek about anime, that's how I geek about this type of show like this, bro.
Bro, okay, so you just reminded me of a whole different show.
Yes. It's a lot of TVs.
There's a lot of cartoons that we watch, and they were all so great in so different ways. Okay. Alright, so yeah, so SpongeBob, Codename Kids Next Door, and at number 3, I'm gonna cheat and I'm gonna give myself a tie, like a slash between.
Alright.
I'm gonna say Billy and Mandy and Ed, Edd n Eddy.
That's a tough list.
Because Billy and Mandy, nigga, yo.
When Billy got funnier, after season 1, 2, whatever, I was like, yo, these niggas are funny.
These niggas were hilarious.
Erwin, bro. The Jamaican,
Jamaican Death Reaper, bro.
Wow.
This nigga had a son that was a spider.
Yeah, bro. When the spider came into the side, bro. What was that court episode? Basically, he was asking, "Why won't you love me, Dad?" Oh my god, bro. Oh my god.
Yo, that nigga was pure comedy.
Wow.
Honorable mention for me. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
I thought about that too. Foster's got funnier and Blue got funnier too.
Yeah, when Cheese came in.
Oh wow.
Oh,
I like cheese.
Bro, I like chocolate milk, bro. Nigga would say that and just run off. Somehow fuck up everybody's plans in the meantime. Oh.
Good times.
What's the one? Pinky and the Brain was good. Rocket Power.
Get your Hey Arnold's.
Hey Arnold.
Cat Dog.
Cow and Chicken.
I thought about that too. Powerpuff Girls. Dexter's Laboratory. Dexter's a tough mention.
Dexter's is definitely a tough mention, bro. Like.
Mandark, DD.
There was.
You have a chimp that goes to a superhero.
Bro.
Behind the scenes, like the original Perry the Platypus type shit.
Tom and Jerry.
Yeah. Looney Tunes.
Straight smoke.
No voices needed, and we all still sat and watched every episode of that.
Every single.
And they had a lot of episodes.
I want to say they ran for a long time though, and then they ended it in the saddest fucking way possible. You never seen that, bro? They both sat on the tracks and got ran over by a train. Like they committed suicide together.
That's dark.
It was so sad, bro. It was like Tom had got his heart broken by some bitch, and he was like drinking and shit, and then he had like was on the tracks and shit, and then Jerry was with him, and then Jerry was like, well, I guess here we are, and then boom. Well, of course, they ain't show it back in the day, but
damn.
That's
sad.
Was so sad, bro.
Fuck.
It was so sad, man.
All right, writers, say less.
You feel me? Like, it was... And the only reason I remember that, because I actually saw that episode, like, a couple weeks ago. Because I was like, I just so happened to turn on Tom and Jerry, and I was like, why would y'all play this episode out of anything? Y'all couldn't let this nigga get hit by a piano?
You would think that show would be canceled. That episode would be canceled, something like that.
I don't even think you can, because, I mean, the whole fucking show was about running niggas over with pianos, smacking niggas with traps, burning niggas from the tail.
Facts.
Like, it was...
Skinning them. Dogs. Yeah, it was a lot of bullshit.
He was fucking with Spike for no reason. Alright. So, I do got one article I do want to get into real quick.
Let's do it.
So, first article is going to be about Biden and his plan to sign a police reform executive order.
Okay.
Supposed to come on the day of 2 years after George Floyd's death. You know, entirely too late, but we moved. So, article reads: President Biden is expected to sign an executive order to reform federal policy on Wednesday, 2 years after the death of George Floyd. The executive order will direct all federal agencies to revise their use of force policies and create a database of officers fired for misconduct, among other initiatives. The White House and the Justice Department have been working on the directive since last year, when a similar police reform effort failed in the Senate. Officials believe the order, which will be more limited in scope than the senator's plan will satisfy both activists and law enforcement, even if neither side is entirely pleased. Let's see. Senator Cory Booker, who helped lead the Senate effort, is calling a very strong order. Let's try to. I'm gonna try to find.
Yeah, but where's the meat? Pause.
Right,
but like,
I need to find like actual details, because I don't need a police reform. I will tell them they need to do their job, because that's
sound like a bunch of hoopla right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like Senator Chris Murphy went to the Senate floor on Tuesday following the mass shooting. It's a whole different article. That's it. That's the whole article.
So once again, Biden has not done anything.
That's it. It literally stops at they think it's a strong order. What the fuck?
This is not a political podcast, but where's Kamala Harris? Have you seen her recently? I have no idea what we're doing.
I have not seen her in forever.
Ever since we did it, Joe, where has she been?
In the president of the United States.
I just can't wait for this election to happen, bro, because we need a reset. Hopefully, I don't know who's gonna be the president, but clearly Biden has what has he done?
Honestly, bro, like
I can't tell.
Say the only thing I can remember him doing was the initial first couple weeks he reversed some policies that Trump had got rid of or some shit, and then ever since then it's just kind of been a waiting game. What are you gonna do about the pandemic? Absolutely nothing. Are you gonna help out anybody who hasn't had a job? No. Are you gonna do anything about police reform or a lynching bill? No. You'll sign an Asian hate bill within days.
No hesitation.
Within days.
No hesitation.
You know what I mean? So it's just like now the economy is even worse than what it was. Granted, everybody is still kind of trying to make some shit shake right now. It's bad. Gas is $5 a gallon, $4 or $5 a gallon, depending on what you use. Everything in the store costs ridiculous amounts of money for no reason.
No more baby formula, apparently.
No more fucking baby formula. They said they're not even starting up production until like June 6th, but it takes 6 weeks to make that baby formula, so that's another month and a half. Like it's
nasty out here.
It's bad out here, bro.
Nasty.
And then now we got babies dying in schools, like babies again, bro. Like
this is like Sandy Hook Part 2.
And it breaks my heart because it's like you would think after Sandy Hook, if anything, like granted we have by far the most school shootings or mass shootings in the world.
Like by
a fucking mile. But it's like you would think after somebody walk in the crib or walk into school with babies and just shoot babies and teachers and babies, you would think after that, okay, maybe we should actually fucking do something. But no, y'all just say, oh, okay, we'll be fine. You know, I offer my condolences. And then after that, it just becomes, oh, okay, somebody else, another school shooting, another mass shooting, Orlando, like El Paso, like there's just
you name a state that had one essentially at this point.
It's every day, like to the point where we don't even hear about them anymore. Like I want to say, I could Google it right now. How many mass shootings that America's had, bro? And it's like, why? Like ain't shit being done. So now comes today, you got 18 kids dead and 1 or 2 teachers. And
bro, apparently that he should not be named shot his grandmother too as well.
Really?
This Caucasian gone wild for real. So yeah, so thoughts and prayers for the family and the community involved. It's a shame that we got to a point where it almost feel like we're numbing ourselves to these news. Like I don't have the guts to even go on Twitter anymore when this happens. Once I hear it, I really can't touch it no more.
I'm done for the day.
Because it's gonna be the same reaction. Oh my God! And then you're gonna have the social media activists come out of nowhere saying, "See, this is why we need reform X, Y, and Z." But yo, we are grieving right now as a community. Like, kids should not be passing away.
Like, elderly people should be able to go to the fucking grocery store.
Come on.
Like, you got kids that are making full-blown manifestos about how they're gonna come into a black neighborhood and just murder anybody that they see. And this is the least of your worries, bro. Like that's.
And they're encouraging other people to join the way. This is also like Riddler shit. You know?
No,
like,
bro. Like I saw a fucking documentary last year about like they're genuinely canvassing across the country about a race war. Like going like door knocking, door to door, like.
I'm surprised.
Hey, do you wanna join, or have you thought about arming yourself or dying? I'm like
the militias out here, you know.
You feel me? And I'm like, yo, they're like genuine terror cells that are in this country, all over the country. Like not even oh okay, like a little bit of niggas causing mayhem every here and there. It's like genuine terror cells with armed to the teeth, and everybody's just like they're looking at the niggas, they'll be fine.
NRA got the money still, you know. But
NRA's running it.
I think it's just calmer for our nation though, because we are notoriously known of being terrorists in other countries. So domestic terrorism sounds like it's gonna get back. Exactly. Unfortunately, that's why I really tell all my brothers, my sisters, people that I love, like, yo, be safe. Not like goodbye, but we're like stay safe. You really know what's gonna happen. So someone got shut up and fucking their child.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. You can't eat no more.
Like, and that's supposed to be a nice Brazilian steakhouse. You like,
you
yo,
feeling yourself.
I finally got shorty out here. You know what I'm saying? We about to get a little bit steak and hopefully get back in and get some yatty and yang. You feel me?
Some but no.
Now you got shots busting over your ribeye. Now you pissed.
And now knows when to eat there as much.
And that's like, matter of fact, that's all the Buckhead.
Yeah, Buckhead's
that's
a ghost
all
town.
the Buckhead. Like, it's bad.
Buckhead can pop off any day. That's how like much energy there is over there.
Straight up.
I never used to go there for the dive bars and like you need to have a good time.
Yeah.
Go to the Domino's across the street. Go home.
Have a nice little time. You can Uber there. You can Uber home.
Back when Uber's like $25, you know.
Shit was nice.
17 maybe.
Shit was
on a
nice.
Thursday night if you're
Shit
lucky.
was nice. You get out there and it wouldn't be no hour wait for that bitch. It wouldn't be no 30-minute wait. You like, I bet I'll be there in 5, hop in. 17 minutes y'all pull up to the crib or to the Waffle House, depending on how you feeling. Boom, get in, get the fuck home. But now is my car gonna get broken into? Am I gonna get robbed?
Yep.
Or am I gonna get shot at?
Yep.
Because any of the three can happen anywhere. Like,
and that is why my head is on a swivel every time I step out the house. Literally,
right.
Look for the exits, see who's trying to eye me down, whatever. Like it just be some simple shit. Like body language is so important nowadays to read.
Yeah,
so,
bro. Like it's real important. Like,
and knowing when to leave a place is so much. Like once I know my vibe is changing, all right, I don't have to stay here no more.
And you know what's crazy? It's real easy to see the energy change.
Mm-hmm.
And when you like, you know, you enjoying your time and you start seeing this and that, and you like, you read the room a little bit. It's like, let's get the fuck up out of here. Like, and then boom, you see on ATL Scoop or ATL Uncensored.
Mm-hmm.
That bitch got shot up.
I was just there
Like,
2 days ago. Wow.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I knew staying my ass in the house today was a good idea. Like, honestly, bro, it's actually safer, a lot safer now to go to Edgewood than Buckhead. Which is something I would not have been able to say 5 years ago.
Yeah, I heard Edgewood was pretty bad back then.
Like, it's pretty much the polar opposite, bro. Like,
The infiltration of gentrification has happened in Edgewood though.
yeah, that and like, I want to say the crime kind of shifted that way because that was like, still really is where money tends to gather. So it's like, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Once the pandemic hit, they realized, oh, okay, these niggas are home all day. Bet I'm gonna get a couple wheels here. I'm gonna get a couple wheels here. Oh, these niggas ain't been out here in days. Bet I'm gonna break into this one, and after that, it just exploded.
Yep.
And it hasn't slowed down since, bro. Like ever since niggas got locked in the house, Atlanta went wild.
Mm-hmm. Gotham, we love it here. Woo! Good times, man.
What's the best part about Atlanta right now?
You gotta say the food choices is pretty busting here. We are a multi-ethnical city, so like
Yeah,
if you have a mood or something, you will find a good place somewhere in the A. Despite the cost of living, like it's still affordable to live out here, bro.
Yeah.
Like the burbs are right there. People don't want to say it, but you can really go to Gwinnett, Cobb.
Yeah, like you just gotta go a little bit further out to get what you want. Like staying in the city isn't.
The vibes ain't
That's
worth it
not
sometimes.
really. That's not really as feasible financially for as many people right now. But I mean, bro, if you want to stay out in the suburbs, rent a crib, it'll probably be the same amount of money to rent a house, if not less right now than to rent an apartment.
Get you some roommates, and you get more space.
You got a whole spot. You can make as much fucking noise as you want to. You got your own yard. You can kick back and you can kick it. Like, personally, man, but there are a lot of spots in Atlanta now that are just like fucking ridiculous. Like,
In terms of what?
just cost of living, like
Oh, yeah.
apartment wise. Like, it's like I've seen some go like a straight up like $800-900 raise. And it's like for a 1-bedroom apartment. Like, why am I paying $1,700 for a 1-bedroom?
Speaking of rent, I just saw a picture that's described today's current trend of rent. So now, living in Atlanta, the average rent for Atlanta studio apartment is $1,600. A 1-bedroom is $1,800. A 2-bedroom is $2,400, and a 3-bedroom is $2,800.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Welcome to New Atlanta.
That's fucking ridiculous. Yeah. Bruh, you said 16 for a studio.
Studios should be $1,200,
A
$1,100.
studio.
That's like 800 square foot, 600.
My whole spot is this room. That's what the studio is. This whole room.
Yep.
And that's a 1-bedroom 18. 1 bedroom used to be, depending on if you live actually in the city, from like 1,100 to 1,300.
Yeah, I say 1600 if you really try to have a couple.
Like, if you trying to have a nice vibe,
yeah.
it would be 16. Cool, I'll give you that. Then you paying a little bit extra, but you getting what you pay for. But to start off with, nigga, for these 30-year-old apartments that ain't been updated with the white appliances and
with the white countertops and the cockroaches still.
And the old ass cabinets and the
crazy.
Oh, bro, that's bad.
That's crazy, bro.
Do you know what the rent increase percentage was, bro?
No, it didn't say that. It's that.
That's crazy.
I know it's probably in the double digits, 20-30% probably.
I mean, man. Hey, video's still getting done, so somebody get money out here. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Somebody.
The scammer's gonna scam. Rob's gonna rob.
Hey, niggas gotta get.
You gotta eat.
Niggas gotta get paid one way or another.
Nice.
But, oh, time out. I got one question.
You got an answer.
In your video, Soul Food.
Hey.
Why was there no food on the plate?
I was going crazy. That's the whole point of like, you know, you need someone so bad. So, backstory. My name is Six Figure Serge, born in Nigeria.
Shit.
I know, you know, right?
Oh my God.
Welcome to the first episode.
Oh, fuck. Yo, we are 40 minutes in.
It happens.
Okay.
No, it happens.
Hey.
We here.
Let me introduce you now. I'll let you tell the backstory.
There you go.
Okay. First off, hey, what's up?
Salutations.
Welcome back. This is Pop's Podcast. I know I've been gone for about a year, if I'm being honest. Don't really have a valid reason for it aside from life happens and a lot of shit's been going on. But, you know, we're back and we're trying to be consistent. So, I got one of my boys. I've known you for...
Maybe, I think 6 years now.
Six something years now. I met him at Wild Night UGA.
Yeah. Actually, my birthday.
That was your birthday?
Oh yeah, 11 p.m. in Athens.
Oh shit! I did not know that.
Oh yeah.
That was a good fucking night, man.
Thank you, man.
It was a happy belated. First and
Thank
foremost,
you.
6 years later, my nigga.
You fucking.
But you know, I met him then, and we've been rocking ever since.
Facts.
And you know, my man's up on his music shit now. He's up on his business shit now, and he's moving. And you know,
just like him.
Trying to.
Just like him, man.
Just trying to do what a nigga can do out here. You feel me? But like I said, trying to introduce my man is my boy Six Figure Serge.
What's up, man?
Introduce yourself to the people. Tell them what's up.
What's good, America? My name is Serge. Born in Nigeria. I'm an Aries, Igbo gang. What's up out here? Raised in the north side. So went to UGA, degree in microbiology. Got my first master's, PCOM.
Educated niggas.
You know what I'm saying? Got to. That's my superpower. Biomedical sciences. That was my first master's. And then I just got my second master's in analytics for American University. Thank you, man. Gotta get that bag. Gotta get that bag, bro.
My nigga.
You know, Nigerian archetype. You know, first generation immigrant. Came here. Thought I was gonna be a doctor because I was smart. Realized when I got my first master's that being a doctor was not meant for me.
Okay.
And then I realized that what I gotta do. I love music. Took a chance with it. I realized that you gotta have money for it, so learn how to find my pace as an artist without feeling like I'm being a starving artist. I cannot be a starving artist, bro. That's not my brand. That's not my aesthetic. I can't be asking niggas for, yo, you have 10 for a blunt? Like, no, bro. Yeah, exactly. Like the whole couch surfing story is cute and all, but no, I like to sleep on a bed. You know, so as a result, I got these degrees. So you know, working 9 to 5 a daytime, but nighttime superhero, entrepreneur, rapper, touchdown.
That's major, my boy.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it, bro.
Major,
I appreciate you, for real.
2 masters out here, got your business system, working on your music, pursuing your dreams like that.
Yeah.
As a black man, my nigga, I can't ask for more in a person. Like you.
Thank you.
You doing the thing.
Appreciate you, bro.
You make me proud of nobody else.
Thank you.
You feel me?
We're kings out here, so we gotta move it.
You feel me? You know, beautiful black man out here gotta be bearded.
Black boy joy.
Full seats out here. You dig? See the boom, boom.
Connection. No extensions. What's up? But yeah, going back to your soul food. Yeah, so basically, I started my journey, started rapping in UGA with my homeboys, started to be Cali with my dogs, and then that transitioned to after going to school, realized 9 to 5 not it. I thought, yo, let me take this shit more seriously.
Right. You
know, start my career. Now fast forward to my solo career was, I think 2 years ago, I made a song called Soul Food. It's actually during the pandemic, February or so. I never forget, I was waiting at a smoke shop, just chilling. And then This song's basically, I'm a lover boy at heart, so talking about love is easy. Rapping, R&B, I can do it all type of shit, versatile. So the song's about basically, soul food is about having someone that you realize that that's the vibe you need. Some will call it soulmate, twin flame, whatever you want to call it. It's that connection that you have, that person that, you know, that without that person, like none of the shit even matters. Like you can talk to any other girls and you feel like that one person's the one. And
Right.
basically like how does it feel when you have that one and realizing what it might feel when you lose that one. Everyone hates the one that got away, you know.
Like real lover boy shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Like not like Drake lover boy shit, but like
I don't know.
genuinely feeling like
Yeah, for sure.
you're trying to portray the actual emotions behind like, all right, this is how it, you know what I mean? Like
For sure.
I love that.
Thank
Like,
you.
Actually trying to put passion behind your music. It's
Facts.
something that's kind of like getting lost nowadays. You
A little
feel me?
bit,
It's
yeah.
kind of like a lot of cut and dry shit. So to see people that are still like actively trying to pursue it and like be like, okay, I want my artistry to look a certain way versus what actually sells. Like that's
Appreciate that,
the
bro.
most you can ask out of an artist nowadays.
Thank
like
you.
just actually give a fuck about what you're trying to put out versus just putting something out to put out.
I believe in reflecting on what your heart says. So I'm a big empath. So for me, it's very hard for me to fake a vibe when I'm really in my passionate zone. So as much as you want to talk about like the materialistic things, money, cars, all that stuff,
Yeah.
I know there's gonna be a time for that. But in the meantime, I can still show you a vibe that's just as good as that. So when the actual money shit comes in, you get the best of both worlds. I'm giving you both vibes. So patience is the key of the game with this. So Soul Food made a music video about that. It's on YouTube. You're talking. Bet, appreciate it. I know you're talking about I was rapping to an empty plate, and that what happens when you lose your soul food, your soulmate. Like I was going crazy. Like you really feel like you know you lost a part of you, and like you know now you're going through memories. You're going through the scenes. There's one scene I was like you know rapping to myself on the couch, watching you. You know, so trying to really show the emphasis on like yo, this is what happens when you lose that soul food. Like you don't want to be this way.
Okay, so that's
You don't want to end there.
so that's like the same. So like the same reason for like you rapping like on the couch is like the same reason for like the chair being empty on the other side of the plate. Okay.
Same reason when the last scene, the bedroom empty, I have roses and shit like that.
Got you.
And no one's there. I have a whole bachelor's pad. I'm living a lifestyle, and I'm empty.
My
What's
nigga,
going
I ain't
on
gonna
here?
lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What's up, man?
When I first was looking at it, I was so confused. I was like, is this nigga saying he hungry? I was like, wait. But he got Tabasco, but no.
Got you thinking.
I was like, Tabasco, but no food. I was like, this nigga gonna eat the hot sauce, nigga? Like,
No water.
I was like, this nigga think he on hot ones over here just. I was like, all right, okay. But
Yeah.
then-
I'm glad I got you thinking at least. That's good.
Yeah, but once I got to the end of it, it kind of made more sense. But like the plate shit
Yeah.
threw me off at first. I was like, I'm missing something. I need to ask about this.
I appreciate
Like,
that.
I was like, I needed at least a question, just a
Interesting.
clear answer on that question.
One thing about me, I love to challenge my potential fans or listeners. So like, I really want you to think when you see my art or you hear my art. Like if I don't have you like ponder about something, then I need to do my job. So the fact you thought about that, at least I got your attention on something at least. So hell yeah.
Absolutely. Because I definitely checked out their shit. Like, I want to say, probably my favorite song by you is probably Mexico.
Wow. Throwback.
Mexico goes hard as fuck. Like,
Appreciate it, bro.
Like, the beat drop on that bitch goes crazy.
Appreciate it, bro.
Like, it goes hard as a bitch. And I was like, yeah, this nigga got it. I was like,
Appreciate
yeah,
it, bro.
I mean, I can play it if it'll clear. I don't know if.
I would rather
copyright
you
issues, or
play
would
a
you
newer
rather
vibe, to be honest.
Huh?
I would rather have you play a newer vibe. 'Cause I made that song in 2017 actually.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Yeah, and that was actually my tape to prove myself that yo, if I'm really gonna be a rapper, I gotta drop something.
Right.
You know, I was in my head a lot. I'm an overthinker. So,
Alright.
that was like an inaugural vibe, but definitely with my new group called The Campaign. Me and my boys, we're the Bros and BZ, Mega Sci-Fi Fraternity Incorporated, Rue. So basically, hell yeah, responsibly. But yeah, so now we in a group, we got a group called The Campaign. 5 artists, 6 Figure Serge, me, Sensei, Ray Soul, Drew P, E-Man the God. We all realized we can rap. Before we made a group, we had our own individual career. When the pandemic hit, we just thought, wait a minute, let's put our forces together, some Avengers vibes, to see what happens.
Right.
So as a result, bro, new chemistry, new energy, like we all just got elevated in our game right now. So The Campaign Volume 1, that tape, that's probably where you're gonna find the most accurate vibe with myself.
Okay.
For sure.
Alright,
but yeah, man.
Is that on
all streaming platforms? All streaming platforms. So the campaign, like the word campaign, but it starts with a Q. And yeah, oh wow, you really gotta pull it up. That's lit.
Yeah, just pull it up. You know what I'm saying? Niggas got fingers and shit.
Yeah, so
you got a specific one that you want to let them hear, or would you rather just?
could
You, my boy. Hey.
How do listeners feel about listening to a song made a podcast? Like,
That's a good question.
is that your type of vibe you like doing, or do you like to do it at the end of it? On some like, hey, here's the song of the day type stuff.
I'm all about giving flowers to my people while they're here.
I appreciate it.
I mean,
I appreciate
if you want me to just play like a specific verse or a specific part of a song, I can do that. Or
Oh, we could do the start of Smoothies then.
Start of Smoothies?
Yeah, we could do the hook. Okay, you got a good interface.
Yeah, little something, man.
Okay.
Little something. It works when it needs to.
This is a real studio.
It works when it needs to.
Yeah, this is called Smoothies. Your boy Six Figure Serge. The campaign. That's the hook. Hey. So we'll see if the quality sounds good for that. If not, we'll play at the end. But yeah, man.
If not, shit, I'll just try to look it up.
Oh, I appreciate that.
They can do what they do.
Yeah, man. We out here, bro. Following our dreams, bro. This shit gonna work. So
I love that, bro.
Appreciate it.
I mean, is there anything else besides music that you're focused on?
Oh,
well,
yeah.
aside from like the business stuff, is it just business and music, or is it like any other passionate avenues you're looking at, or is it
appreciate
just
that.
butt cheeks?
I appreciate that. Well, for starters, I love hooping, bro. Like that's my
Okay.
passion, childhood. Like growing up, it was kind of not hard but rough to have like that childhood of like being an athlete, training, the offseason, all of that. So I was making do like I make do. Still would be a decent hooper. So I promised myself when I had the funds, whatever, the free time, I'll invest in my hooping again, just so I can just feel like, did I really try my best? Even if I don't make it on a team, whatever, I just want to hoop efficiently with people outside, whatever.
Okay.
So right now, I've been hooping like 3 times a week now, doing workouts. Like the goal really is to get like hire like a trainer type stuff, work on my shot, and really be on some like big 3 stuff, or hoop with the rappers that you see in the hoop league type stuff, you know? Yeah. And I'm seeing these Quavo hoop, Drake hoop, Gucci Man hoop. I'm like, yo, these niggas are Dirk can hoop, Chris Brown can hoop. Some of them can really hoop for real. Dave East was a real hooper, J. Cole can. So I'm like, yo, like if they can hoop, I know I can bust someone's ass out here, bro. Like I've seen the form. No one's playing defense against these niggas, bro, because they're the entourage homeboys. Like, there's no hate involved. I see the game, but nah, bro.
You can't fuck up the important.
Exactly, but I'm trying to up buckets, you know. So.
Alright. So what? Alright. So you a power forward?
Oh man, I am now.
You a center? You dunking on niggas? Like what?
Oh man.
You got bunnies, or you like just kind of on the ground? Like
Bunny's on the way again, but growing up, I was definitely a center.
Okay.
But back then, they told me I thought I could be 6'8", whatever. So I thought I have a chance to be a good swing, and then it stopped at 6'4". So now I'm like I know, right? Woe is me, but my bad, dog. But
hey, bro, they told me I was gonna be 5'4", so
well, that's blessings.
I'm good, bro.
Hey, and you got a beard, bro. That's what matters. Beard, you're on the way.
Beard, I'm cool.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
That's it, bro.
I'm cool, I'm fucking. That's all I need.
Yeah. But my position is more like a point center now.
Okay.
Inspired by like the Jokic, Embiids, Dirk Nowitzki's of the world. Like, you know, really a stretch big I can shoot, but I really have a post game. I take pride in defense.
Gotcha.
Work on my handles, but yeah. So I love to hoop. That's one passion I really like to do because it'll keep me young, you know. And then another one is crypto. Like I love, even though it's still a business I do, I love crypto because like It's a new idea. I love innovative things that challenges people. I like things that people are hesitant on too.
Crypto, bro. Crypto is such. I'm pretty sure I've talked about crypto on here a couple times.
Yeah.
But crypto is something that like a lot of people heard of. Like, especially when they got big during the pandemic, people were like, oh, okay, crypto is going to be this next big thing, da-da-da-da. But it's like, it fell off. Same thing with NFTs. Like, a lot of people forgot about NFTs, but they're still making people hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yes, sir.
A day. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
100Ks a day. Easy. But it's just a matter of, okay, are you actually looking at it? Like, are you looking at the market? You seeing what's actually going on? Like, what's happening type shit. And it's just, it's so much money, but it's such a different type of investment or trading. Like, that it's like people think, okay, I'll just buy a bunch of these coins and that'll be it. And it's like, you can do it like that, but your chances are you'll fuck your money.
Correct. The first thing about being crypto is you have to be open-minded. Yeah. Like, if you're not like willing to accept something that's not normal, it's not going to work out for you at all. That's true. So with that being said, be open-minded, be patient, and you got to have your discernment. Like you got to be able to read a project, filter it out, and see does this make sense to me? You know, does it really make sense? So a lot of these coins, it has ridiculous names like. Excuse my French here, like cum rocket's a coin here. You know, we're still trying to, trying to appease the content.
I said nigga on this part?
That's so different than saying cum rocket, bro.
37 seconds. How many times, man?
You're right. All right, bet. So that happened.
Talked about a whole bunch of wild shit.
All right, bet.
You can curse all you want.
All right, bet.
You been worried about not cursing this whole time?
I'm trying to be casual with it, not trying to be a heavy curser like a sailor per se. But,
okay, I feel you. I curse.
Okay, we can do it.
I could, like in my natural speech, I curse a lot.
All right, it's a safe space.
Like, it doesn't. I didn't even register. It didn't register with me that it was. That's a problem.
No, you good, bro.
Nah, you're good.
No, you good, bro. So yeah, so using discernment, you gotta know which coins actually matter. Like Dogecoin at the time, a dog meme coin. At first might sound wild, but if you do the research, read the white papers, it makes kind of sense about what's the functions for. So to sum it all up, bro, the key is utility. Like, can this project do something in real life? Right. Like, all these coins are startup ideas. They're trying to take the money from the coins, build enough revenue to then invest it into an actual tangible product, which is the Web3, the metaverse is coming. So if you're going to have a metaverse, you need an economy to supply a whole new network of money that's going to be generated, which is cryptocurrency. So now, until the metaverse is created completely, it says it's going to be 5 to 10 years or so, there's going to be a lot of like naysayers, some pretenders within the field of investors. People. I think there's one coin I got. Luna just dropped last week, where people had a lot of money. One guy had $1 million worth of investment. It turned to $100. So you have some inflated coins out here. And so yes, you can make money, but you also gotta know when to cash out.
Yeah, you gotta know when to cash out, and like you said, you gotta do your research on it, because people also, they'll see or they'll hear about it, and then they'll be like, okay, I heard about this on the internet, they told me to buy this, cool, but like, especially with something like Dogecoin, like it does have, or did have more so a decent backing, but most of it was owned by one person, and it was unlimited mint. So it's like, if you can make as much as they want, it's not necessarily going to be as valuable as something that has an end cap.
Correct.
Or, you know what I mean? So it's just kind of like, before you throw your money into it, at least look into what you're going to drop $1,000 or $100,000. Or just because a celebrity endorsed it, that doesn't mean it's a solid project. They just got paid for an ad.
Like Justin Bieber bought a Bored Ape for like almost $400,000-$500,000, when at a time you could have bought that for like $100 a couple years ago, and then hold on to it, flip it, and make your cash. Don't fall in love with the idea of crypto. Just know that it is a tool to make money. If the idea works in real life, cool, great. We have a new end of hunger. But in the meantime, these are just money plays. So treat it like some.
Man, I'm glad that people don't push crypto like they push Forex.
It's coming. It's coming. The Forex wave is coming.
It's gonna come, but for right now, we don't have niggas telling like, oh, you don't want to retire your mama. Like I had a nigga DM me that one time. He was like, you don't want to retire your mama for real? I was like, bro.
These niggas were bold.
I was like, bro, we go to class together, nigga. Like, what are we talking about? Like, yeah, bro. Like, niggas are wild, or at least they were wild. They calmed down with the Forex shit, but like, I feel like it's gonna come eventually, but it's still gonna be more so enough people to be like, nah, that's not real money, da 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 da. So it'll be like whoever actually gravitates towards it will. And so I feel like there'll be some backlash, but I mean, Bitcoin has been shitting on everybody's expectations that has said no to it for 20, 30 years now. So it's just kind of like a proof is in the pudding type
I have
shit.
a confession, my brother.
I'm listening.
It's a safe space.
Absolutely.
We're not judging here.
Zero.
I too was once in the Forex circuit. But, hear me out.
I'm listening.
Hear me out.
I said no judgment. I'm listening.
Hear me out.
I'm listening.
I was not one of those niggas in DMs recruiting people. I put down the Bible for real. I was actually like one of the few who are actually looking into trading, learn how to trade.
Okay.
Like the actual tool of reading the chart, using the proper indicators, and mark it down.
Right.
It took me a couple months to find a journey to get the actual like the holy grail of information, because it really is a filter of information in the Forex world. They, like with the recruiter side, it's real, like it's real money out here, but they purposely hold back information for you to make money. So they'll sell you a fourth of the pie, holding back the rest of the pie that you actually need.
Gotcha.
You know, so I spent my journey to look for the rest of the pie, and then once I found it,
Okay.
took some time to study. It took me 3 intense months after my first master's. Like once I graduated, I took a week break, and then I legit woke up, eat, breathe, sleep, Forex studying of how to read the charts. And as a result, taking that time, I lost some money from that circuit, but now that knowledge of learning to read a chart became an intangible tool into the crypto world, into options, and into just looking for any investments. You know, being able to read a chart is like learning how to speak Latin now.
Yeah, no, that's true.
You know, so
that's true.
That's my confession, and that's why I'm so looking forward to the journey of investing now, because of that time spent in the past to learn that language.
That's why you were so quiet when I started talking about Forex niggas.
No, I always want to see people's reaction first before I talk. I was like, bro, but it was bad though, because I'm like, yo, I actually seen people like lie to people and they don't have to read a chart. I'm like, yo, you're the same boat as them, and you're trying to make.
You're trying to like recruit them out, because it was wild. It was a lot of people like that. But I mean, like having the actual knowledge of like knowing what a chart is, or what like trying to read a specific, like, okay, I've seen this diagram before, I know this is about to happen in the market, I can plug and play this, I know where to play my money at, I know when to short sale this, I know when to get rid of it, cool, good, everything's fine. But if you just kind of wing it, like, alright, buddy told me if I look at this chart, cool, I'm good. I just put my money here, alright, I have $100,000, and that'll be the end of my month. Cool. See how that works out. How much $1,000 you gonna throw away for you to be like, okay, either this nigga don't know what he talking about, or I'm missing something.
I think there was a stat, but I think 3 or 6 months, 90% of novice traders stop trading because of that. Because it almost turns into gambling in a way, in a sense.
Right.
But the key is risk management. You only put in what you're willing to lose. And these people who are posting a lot of money, they are more than likely over leveraging, which means that they are betting more than they should, and they just got lucky, or they took the right guess to make that flip. So that's how you get those 10K profits now.
Right.
Instead of like a normal new trader supposed to make like $100 maybe a day if you're lucky.
Right, and then you'll see like, okay, because it's a lot of testing.
Yeah.
Like, it's a whole test account that you should make before you even put it on your actual account. Like, if you actually want to start trading and shit, like, all right, cool. Make a small little account, take like $10, $20, $50, however you want. Just throw like $1 in this trade, see how this one shakes out for you. Okay, you lost $1 here, you made $2 here, fine. Do that for a couple months as you learn and you look through the diagrams. And if you have an actual account, you add money into that, then you can do the same thing, whichever one works at that time. Boom, boom, you can do the same thing. But it's like, I don't see the point. Like you said, it's fucking gambling. Like you walking into a casino with 10 racks and you just throwing it at what these people in the back is telling you to, and boom, now you out of money and you're looking at like, oh, okay, what am I supposed to do now?
And the plot twist is the game is rigged too. So when these people are pitching you these ideas, it is a right formula, but it is for a certain moment that's not promised every time you see it. So once you see that pattern, they say, oh, go ahead and get it. But 8 out of 10 times, it's a pump fake.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, I messed up. Let me do it again. You do it again. Before you know it. Like, to be honest, bro, I lost 2 bands in one night one time trying to fuck around because I was being greedy. Like, a rookie mistake is please do not trade without a demo account. But me, I was so cocky. I was like, you know what? I don't have time for the demo. Let me just take my house money and run with it. And hey, that's my motto. That's an Aries, bro. You go big or go home. So, but now I'm still standing and learning from those past mistakes got me to here.
Right.
So, once again, don't be a dumbass with it, but there's a lot to learn.
I mean, but that's like, that's learning to break sometimes. Like, it's, I think the most I've lost is probably like 600 in a day. I want to say like, it wasn't as bad as yours, but like, that's
definitely lost sleep for a whole week.
But I didn't even have that. In my opinion, I didn't have that much in it. But it was the same thing like yours. I was like, all right, I made some great fucking money today. Cool, fuck it, I'm gonna do it again. Fuck it, I'm gonna throw all this at that. I see this. I'm winning on this all day. Fuck it, boom, boom, boom. Bottomed out. Elon Musk made a tweet, and that shit said,
"Oh yeah,
that
bro.
Shit said,
bro." When Trump was tweeting, bro, it fucked up the whole forex market, bro. Because the pattern would be right, and then once he tweeted, literally, the market takes the opposite direction. It was a wrap.
Bro.
And then people were looking at the leaders like, well, what do we do now? And they were like, shit. And that's when I left.
I ain't got nothing for you, bro. Like,
and that's when I hopped out.
It was at that moment you was like, all right, bro.
I'll always do something on my own. I'll figure it out.
I gotta figure something else out. You niggas ain't helping. Like, y'all was just here, man.
That actually made me lose more money than help, bro. That's the ironic part.
That's the worst.
But it's okay. I know I cannot wait for a forex documentary to come out of like, were you two a victim of the show? And they show a montage of like people popping bottles out of a mansion, people having those pictures in front of a Walmart,
the 400 niggas walking in the suit, like
a series of flyers of 300 level, 500 level,
college flyers everywhere. Like, were you at Georgia State from 2014 to 2018? Have you met in a classroom or a conference room setting with any of these listed people? Bro, that shit would be...
You too might be entitled for compensation.
Right. Yo, that would be the wildest class action suit. Like, how you gonna round up all these people?
They actually did file a lawsuit with one of the big OGs of one of the market leading groups. It's like, I don't know what the status is, but I know the initial accusation or claim was that they were like copy and paste someone's formula or videos and use it for their own, and then basically using the same sauce and just put their name on it instead. Something like that. So please don't want to attack me, bro. Like, if y'all are still forex, that's on you. Like, please do your business, but
I mean, because I just know there's some people out here
facts.
that make money doing forex, and I'll give it to you. That's fine if you do it the actual way. If you're actually sitting here making money, you're grinding out the grass for sure. I have nothing against you. You're trading and you're making money doing it. You doing the damn thing. Cool. 100% cool. Everybody else. Alright, bro. I mean, at least invest that time in the crypto or just regular day trading.
yeah.
Like, if it's that deep, like you can read the same graph and actually not have to do the middleman weird time zone shit and all that extra shit.
Fact. And even if you're doubting crypto, bro, you still gotta learn how to read a chart. All right, do stocks. Either way, you gotta learn how to read a chart to end this financial talk.
But being able to read a chart is like, that's gold nowadays for real. Like, a lot of people can, and a lot of people did learn over the pandemic, which is fucking great. Honestly, a lot of people learn how to do a lot of shit. Like, that's when I perfected like working on cars and shit. Because I've always loved cars, but I never really had one to work on or had the money to do so. But unemployment,
bro, that was a
I'm
field
at the
day.
crib
Oh
all
my God.
day.
Bro, that was a good era.
Nigga.
I was eating 700 a week
Lovely.
just to sit here.
Lovely. What? I had a truck and everything. I had my Ram 1500, that piece of shit that I sold. I fucking hated it. Bro, it had issues every week, but I got under that bitch faithfully. I've changed. I changed everything except for the internal engine components and the engine notes.
Impressive.
Like full rewire, radio.
How long did that take you?
Bro, I was in the house for 4 months. I was just in here chilling.
Impressive.
Mom has her what's the word with the I am immune shit. The immune the shit with the
immune what? Immunity? Immune system?
Her immune system ain't as strong. I basically what I'm trying to say. Immune
compromise?
That's the nigga knew the word the whole time.
Immune compromise is the word of the day.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So, I was just in the house. I wasn't really going out. I wasn't kicking it with nobody. It was just us in the crib. Like, nigga, I'm outside working on my truck. So, I would just be out there just kicking it, bro. And I learned how to do that. Nice. I already knew how to build shit because I worked in construction and doing all that. So, I was just in here learning languages, watching TV, building shit, fixing cars.
You are a little carpenter, aren't you?
Huh?
You're a little carpenter, aren't you?
Yeah, bro.
I definitely gotta learn from you a little bit. I definitely need that skill.
Bro, I was a supervisor, nigga.
That was clutch.
I was a supervisor. So for 2 years, nigga, for 2 fucking years.
That was clutch.
I was driving around the country, fixing Walmarts. Fixing Walmarts. So as a soup, I had to learn how to do everything. Because I need to know what code is for these. In case the contractors fuck it up, I have to come in here and fix it before anybody else sees it.
Technician.
You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, if anytime I have to jump in and help, I gotta be able to know what to fucking do. So in those 2 years, I learned basic carpentry, masonry, electrician work, HVAC, plumbing, everything.
Bro, that's a lot of good hard skills you got.
Bro.
You could really be charging like money out the ass right now.
Bro, I could. I do my handyman services and shit like here and there, but like shit. The other day, I just poured a couple concrete slabs in front of the crib.
I did see that on your story.
They go to tub. Like it's just instead of having to pay a motherfucker to do it, like why not just do it myself? You feel me? That's why I save money doing fucking everything myself. Cause it's like I work on my cars myself. The only reason that bitch is sitting in the driveway because I'm not paying $3,500 for no fucking AC system. That car can suck my dick. It's getting sold, but
okay,
you know what I mean. Like every time I think about it, I get mad, bro. Every time
let it out.
Every time I think about it, I get mad. But like. Instead of having to pay anybody for anything else, it's like, all right, I can fix the house myself. I can fix my car myself. I can charge people when they want me to do shit. Like I was mounting TVs on Saturday for one of my friends. Like it helps to be able to know how to do shit. You feel me? And that's also a lost skill that a lot of niggas our age have, just in general, not necessarily just fixing stuff, just like basic shit, like fixing tires.
Yeah, man, a lot of niggas know how to change a tire, bro, and like, that's embarrassing.
Like, and that's like the bare minimum. And I'm like, you at this big age, me and you going to the same club, and you can't change a tire.
Let's take it a notch lower, bro. These niggas don't know how to do laundry.
Niggas don't know how to do laundry?
Hey, man.
Niggas don't know how to do laundry.
You'll be surprised what they wash.
What you mean by that?
Bro,
what you mean by that?
I used to live in an apartment complex over at Druid Hills where like it was community laundry rooms.
Right.
So you be doing laundry, you can see through people's business and washing stuff. I see people mix like colors and whites together, like so like that. Shit. Yeah, I'm like, wow, this is not like laundry 101, and I enjoy laundry. So it's kind of like, I take a pride in like, doing the right process, making sure the clothes smell good, all that stuff. So.
Making sure your shit looks nice and it fits well and it's clean.
Not trying to have this fade, like people just throw it in and not put like a lint roller, not put it inside out.
Right.
For your shirt, your graphic tee just fades in 4 washes.
But you know what?
What's up?
Motherfuckers are dirty, bro.
But we knew this. We knew this.
We knew this, but like, as I get older, I would expect like eventually people would start to learn. Okay, I should keep myself up. Da 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 da. Like, nah, my nigga. I like. You ever gone over to somebody's house and then just leave? Like straight up, like turn around and leave.
There was a time when I seen that. It was so dirty. I felt so disrespected. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to take you on a date, and you're not even trying to clean the living room or kitchen for me. And he said,
disrespect.
Oh, I just got here. Who am I? A peasant? No, I had to leave.
It's disrespect.
I had to leave.
Like, bitch, you knew I was coming over here, and you left it like this.
Mind you, this is the first impression.
Like, I don't know what's worse, going over to somebody's crib for the first time and it's dirty, or like your crib is clean, but like the first time we're linking up to fuck, it smells like Badusi in here. You feel me? Like, I don't know which one is worse, but I fucking hate them both.
I think the first one is worse because it's just a lack of respect. You know, you can hold your breath with the Badusi smell.
But she was here. But
you can put some aerosol
crib though. You was at the crib though. The shower 37 feet away. But you was at the crib though.
You gotta be brave enough to tell her to take a shower. You gotta be brave enough to tell her, yo, let's do this while you're clean.
I've done it.
Dirty? Oh, you just told her like, yo, clean up? You're tough. How she take it? She cried?
She was not happy.
Of course. They're always gonna show some attitude. But
I still hit though.
King.
So I mean, like it was just like,
Oops.
It was like, bro, like we were in the pool all day, bro. Like it's
pool sex is wild though. All that chlorine, kind of ashy a little after you kind of pruny.
A little bit ashy, and it's like you know, depending on how long you've been out the pool too. You know, women got their their self cleaning system. I'll call it.
Yeah.
You feel me? So depending on how long you've been out the pool, it's there. And if I put on your panties and the first time I see is the result of your self-cleaning system, I have a problem with it. I have a very big problem.
We are taking it there.
You feel me?
Got it there. Okay, bet.
Yeah, I try to clean it up, but like
I feel it. Yeah.
I have a problem with that.
And that's when you hit the blunt and just like go home. You know? Fake homie call if you have to. You know, if you don't have the courage to just be like walking out, say I can't do this.
How many times have you used a fake phone call?
A handful, because I don't use that as my first go-to move.
What's the first go-to? Because I know I've used a fake phone call probably 3 times, but depending on how bad I really want to get the fuck up out of there, I will just fake a nut and dip.
Okay, depending on the scenario, if I'm at Shawty's crib and I know I drove there, and it's like the first time, whatever, I'm not feeling the vibes, I'll just say something like, yo, I forgot my lighter in the car or whatever, or something like that. And make sure I pick up my shoes on just to show, oh yeah, I don't want to get my feet wet, whatever, you know, and then get my keys, block her number, and drive home.
Okay.
And be like,
okay.
None of what happened, anything, no. None of that. That's my first go-to.
We
really.
too old for explanations, first and foremost. Okay.
I'm a toxic king ghoster in my past. It's just another Aussie hour. Like I was very good at like, I know, pulling up the scene, enjoying the vibe. But once I know the vibe, not it, I'm Casper the Ghost with it quick.
I've definitely done that too, cause it's just like I don't need to waste any more of my time. Mm-hmm. Like I've seen this is not for me. Mm-hmm. I don't even enjoy it, so. Gotta catch him on because he's Denny Phantom. You feel like I'm out of here.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. All right, so what's the second one then? Because I know I'd probably say my first go-to is probably just faking that. If I'm being honest.
Bro, King, you were faking?
Yeah.
Why?
I be faking out here sometimes. I be faking out here sometimes.
I've done
that. That's
times.
only if it's decent. But I'm just like I'm not really. Or like if she was cool, but that's not really like it wasn't really it. I'm like, I'm not about to disrespect, but this is the last time we're gonna speak. But
I am quick to pull.
I'll let you think you satisfied me. I'll go home.
Ego pleaser, that's nice.
Yeah.
I am quick to pull I got a muscle pull, a Charlie horse, and just trying to kind of fake it. But sometimes it really does happen. But when the times it really doesn't happen, I really gotta like pull my best Denzel interaction there. And start convulsing my eyes, be like, I can't walk. And she's like, what's wrong? And then once you get there, all right, vibe kill. You got some water, and then be like, oh, okay, I just gotta.
Like, yeah, it's over with
yeah.
now. Like, okay, all right.
Sorry, Queen.
The muscle cramp. The muscle cramp is always a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I've only actually caught cramps.
Yeah,
I've never thought to use that.
It sucks when it happens though in real life because you're like, wow, I'm enjoying this moment and I'm in pain.
This nigga just gave me an idea. I gotta use that.
Sorry, future queens.
I gotta use that. Muscle cramp, nigga, that's fantastic.
That's why I wasn't really a fan of the homeboy call. I don't really need it, you know, like.
Yeah, I feel that.
Especially look at the time when usually with Shawty, you know, if it's a slide on a late night, is your homie really calling you at midnight?
Honesty
1
hour,
a.m.
bro. Honesty hour. We're doing honesty hour.
What's up, man?
The only times I have used the homeboy call have been in relationships.
In terms of like you trying to get out of date.
Get the fuck out the house. Or if like a situation is bad and I ain't got no reason to leave the house, like after an argument. Hey, nigga. Call me and tell me some shit that's went wrong. I need to bounce the fuck about the crib real quick. But I'm being honest, like
It works.
it
happens.
I've dealt with some toxic women in my life.
Same
Like
here.
I have horror stories.
Let's go.
Horror stories.
We can match it up. Let's see what happens.
Shit.
What's your sign, by the way?
Scorpio.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Aries. Yeah, you're definitely like a red flag for these queens. Like,
Yeah. I'm
apparently,
multiple,
allegedly.
Apparently, I'm multiple red flags.
Allegedly.
I'm multiple red flags. I'm Jamaican.
Whoa.
I'm from New York.
Which part?
And I'm a Scorpio. The Bronx.
Yeah, that's
Like, those are the three major issues that I get back. Like,
and that's why God didn't make you tall. Because you've been a super
that's
rap.
why God didn't make me tall. And that's why God didn't make me be able to sing. Like, if I could sing and I was tall, pregnancy in the air, just
He said I already gave enough red flags.
seeds
You only need
just
3
everywhere, just panties getting tossed. They quarterback coochie.
Penny dropper.
This one isn't yours.
Put the auto-tune on that one.
Man, but I mean, hey, you got the hype, bro. So, hey, you got what you got. You got all three. So I'm
That's
happy
right,
where
man.
I'm at, though. So
Content.
I get what I need. I go home.
Yeah, so being toxic, yeah, I can do that. I'm really fighting not to purposely be toxic sometimes, because especially I'm in a relationship now. But if she just annoys me, I can just really press that button. But I'm trying. It got better. It got better. So
I feel you.
yeah.
It really be like that though, because that's how my life situation was when it got rough. It was like, all right, are we going? Do you want? Are we going back to the streets, or are we going? And eventually shit will work itself out. But it's like, hey, both ways we're looking at each other like, nigga, you pull the trigger first.
Spider-Man, man.
Like, hey, like you gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Let us know. Like, are we gonna work this shit out? Oh, okay.
See, I'm the type to always work it out if I know that the vibe is genuine.
Right.
But I'm terrible at like cutting things off because it's not more like a time investment thing, but it's more like, yo, like I generally enjoy the time that we have despite the toxic energy. And if the vibe is good enough, sometimes my toxic trait for myself is overlooking the bad shit just to wait for the next good moment.
Got you. Trying to hold on to the memories and trying to let the shit go. Yeah, I feel that. I mean, but honestly, bro, that's hard for us when we find something that we genuinely attached to, like we're genuinely like in love with, and we genuinely feel. You feel me? Damn.
Cups for a rose.
Life, man.
Yeah, man.
Life and love, bro. But I mean, love as a black man. It's rough, but when it pays off, it pays off. We're
gonna chop it up about love. We can really deep dive this thing real quick.
We can, man. Let me grab the charger for this thing.
All right, bet.
This is about to die in. Hold on.
Time out.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
you have a hard deadline? Because I don't want to overstep.
Nah, bro. It's what?
10.
I'm at home. You don't want to gotta drive.
It's only 20 minutes, bro. I'm chilling.
Yeah, I'm cool, brother.
Now we're back.
Yeah, we're back in this bitch. We are back in this bitch. So now, I guess we're gonna chop it up about love, correct?
Yeah, we can, bro.
Is that
yeah,
what
we
doing?
can. One of the perks of being an empath is be able to be aware of my feelings, and love is something I do love. Hopeless romantic, all that lover boy vibes. Like, really, I'm the OG lover boy. If you know, you know. Like, that's where I live in. Like, my feelings, all that shit. I take pride in living there, because if you don't know your emotions, you can really ruin a good moment, or you may not know when to leave a moment just because, you know, the pussy's good, or damn, like, or you're not able to raise your emotional intelligence. You really don't know if you missed the one or not. So I really do work on my emotional intelligence almost daily of just being sharp about it.
I know, and I definitely agree with you, because that's definitely a good place to be, because like having the emotional intelligence to know like what may or may not, what you may or may not like, what like genuinely who you are as a person, what you want to accept and what you will refuse to accept, and have the standards set. Having that actual visual and like idea in your head, especially as a man, because like a lot of niggas just really tend to bring their baggage to women just for them to heal them
and try to fix it.
Which is the biggest crock of bullshit ever. Like, nobody wants to raise a grown up. Like, the same way that niggas complain about women saying, oh, y'all want a father when y'all asking us to pay all y'all bills if you want to deal with us. The same way that when you get with them, you expecting them to take on all your baggage from your childhood,
like a
and just nurture you and deal with it until you finally get your shit together one day. Like, that's not fair.
And that makes sense, because if you think about it, when you do have a mom, like, you fuck up consistently, but you always know she's gonna love you and still be there for you. So I guess when you change that to a girl or a woman they're dating, like, she says she loves you, she's gonna accept all that bullshit you go through.
Exactly.
And eventually, when you figure out, she'll still stay along. But
it's something I talked about like a little bit ago. I don't even remember who I was talking about it with, but it was kind of like the idea of love in the black community, or really success in general, but we're speaking about love right now. It's like you have to suffer in order to succeed in it. And it's like, that shit makes no fucking sense. Like, the same thing like with the rap struggle. Like, it's like, I understand relationships are hard. Relationships are not an easy thing. You're trying to devote your life to another person or people, if that's your thing. You feel me? But it's like, ups and downs don't come with cheating. Ups and downs don't come with abuse. These aren't things that people should have to put up with just, you know, long enough for you to realize, okay, I shouldn't do this to this person that I say that I love. And then you get your shit together, and now it's okay, it's a happily ever after. Because I know for a fact, male or female, whoever is the worser in the situation, if the other person did any of that, it would have been game over a long time ago. So why should that person suffer for you to love them when like, for what? Instead of you just learning yourself or leaving them the fuck alone.
And it's that fear of being lonely again and learning how to do it by yourself. You know, learning how to date yourself. And a lot of people don't take the time to date yourself, because you may have something in common with this girl that's attractive or whatever your preference is, but it's only so much like physical intimacy can do. You know, you can have that sex all you want, but there's gonna be a time where sex is not gonna be enough to deal with the real issues.
That's a fact.
You know, yeah, man, it's a tricky thing we call love, this emotional intelligence thing. Because as a king, I realized that most niggas like us don't have that emotional intelligence, because we weren't raised to sit in our feelings and talk about it. I was fortunate to be blessed to have a mom and dad who are both sensitive, and they, even when I get my ass whooped, they will sit me down and tell me, like, this is why you got your ass whooped, we still love you, son. You know, hearing shit like that, I was like, wow, I was able to process why I was being punished and not take it personal.
I love it, you still got your ass whooped up.
Yeah, bro.
It was like, I understand you, but you still got me fucked up.
Yes, like, you got me fucked up.
That's fantastic.
Here's the punishment, but here's the resolve, you know? Here's an ice cream, Junior. I'm like, okay, bet.
Okay, like, all right, nigga, like, I know you hurt right now, but we still fuck with you.
Yeah.
I mean, but for me, I know, and looking back for me, I deserve 98%, 83% of that, 87% of that.
I deserve all my whoopings, bro. I was a bad kid.
I was, but a lot of shit got pinned on me that I ain't do, and that's...
Oldest sibling?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta take the L sometimes.
Yeah.
For the greater good.
For the greater good. Listen. So like, I know my mother was never like, my mother's not really an emotional person. She's not like, she'll get emotional every once in a while, but she's more so like me. Like we just kind of, when shit happens, we just deal with it. You feel me? It's like, alright, this happened. What can I do? Can I fix it? Can I not fix it? If I can't fix it, where can I stop? Where can I stop the bleeding at? And if I can't fix it, how quickly can I do this? It's just about like what the next step is, and then we'll sit in our feelings about it fucked up later. But we have to fix the issue first. So like that's just kind of like how we pushed and moved through emotions and shit like that. But it's just like I know because I had like a depressive phase. I want to say late middle school, like into 8th grade through sophomore year of high school, like through there, and like through that whole time, it was like a whole lot of self-reflection, and I was like, that's kind of like what pushed me to like really look at myself, like who am I, what do I enjoy, like what kind of person do I see myself as in general, like really like that those couple years of self-reflection, it was just like looking back, those years really shaped me to be like, okay, I know looking at all these motherfuckers out here, they have no idea who they are.
You can tell how they move, you know?
You feel me? Like, it's just like, y'all literally change up your entire persona every time something else gets popular.
Just to fit in the box to get that gratification of the opposite sex or same sex, whatever your preference is, you know?
Right.
Like, I was talking to my girl about this before, like, sometimes I feel like the black sheep growing up, or even now sometimes, of like not fitting into a certain nigga box.
Right.
You know, you have the H&M nigga, you know, you have the athlete archetype, you have the tool, someone who's the dancer, stuff like that, you know. So when you have that archetype, it's easier for people to take their stereotypes and prejudices and I guess scan or analyze niggas. So when you don't fit that box, when you have the most intelligence, it's kind of hard for them to read you. And when they can't read you, it's either they don't know how to accept you or they just go all in, not knowing what to expect.
Right.
You know, so that's been my burden of being a lover boy. It's either girls who are like, wow, this is a different vibe, but I don't know how to do with this. I'm not even ready for this.
And then they bounce out.
Yeah.
Or
and they tell me years later, like, yo, I was a crush on you, but I just wasn't ready for it. I'm like, yo, I was just trying to hit. I wasn't even asking to be like in a relationship. Like
man, like I was just treating you like a human being.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry for just talking to you, listening to you before me asking to hit. Like what? I'm sorry. What was it be doing? Like what you doing 20 times in a row?
Like I'm not trying to like have these bullshit conversations. Like
exactly.
are we actually speaking or not? I mean,
exactly.
Bro, I remember this shorty who had stalked me. Long story. Very long story.
Interesting. Another time.
I don't. Fuck that. Nah. Not even gonna get into all the bullshit.
Say less.
I remember, like, when the fallout started, I was like, yo, like, we haven't known each other for that long. What are you blowing my phone up for? What's going on? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And she was like, you can't fuck me like da-da-da-da, and then let me sleep in one of your shirts.
But I can though.
And I was like, and I was looking at the message and I was like, is that not normal to let somebody take a shower and go to bed if they live an hour away and you just fuck them? Like I'm confused.
Nah, I heard.
Like I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Now I heard some stories. My friends, some of the colleagues I know have been passed. They were just like not even off the water, you know. So that's just a spectrum of seeing of hospitality. Come through, get hit, go home.
That's
compared
true.
to like, hey, you want a snack?
Right, like, you hungry, my nigga? Like, You was breathing mighty hard.
Yeah.
Like,
So I was gonna go to Subway regardless, you know. So
you want to get it on the order? Let me know now. Because once I
Exactly.
hit order, I'm not hitting twice.
Exactly.
I mean, but that's also sad too, because it's just kind of like everybody just throwing their damage around, my nigga. Like
everyone just sharing trauma.
That's really what it is, bro. It's like the girls is traumatized because the niggas is doing the bullshit. And the niggas will get traumatized once and then traumatize the next 23 people that he deal with. Like, it's like, and then the woman, if she gets super traumatized, she traumatizes niggas for the rest of her life. And it's like, yo, can you niggas just sit down? Like,
It's very ironic how pain is so comfortable once you get used to it.
damn.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. It's very ironic, bro. Like, we swear up and down as people, we want to know ourselves and love ourselves and be free of pain. But when you are a habitual toxic person with yourself or other people, you are a byproduct of pain.
Yeah.
Someone has to be hurt in this relationship, either yourself or your partner or both. No one comes out in a toxic situation unscathed.
That's true. That's very true. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, a lot of times, it could be both just in different ways. So
Mm-hmm.
now, it's two people damaged. Chances are, especially nowadays, in Atlanta especially, you're just jumping straight into something new. And now this is your new thing. Y'all going on vacation. Y'all spend every day together. And then 2 months later, now you think about homie in the bed crying because you like, yo, I miss my nigga. We had a good 5 years together, and now suddenly this life that you built up with this nigga all winter or all summer, gone in a flash, and he like, what the fuck?
And you already broadcasted it to the world.
To the world.
So you weren't even private about on the bounce back. You know?
And then now it's okay. Now I'm back with my fiance. Boom, life is good. And then now homie's like, bitches ain't shit. I'm dogging them out for the next 3 years. I'm never gonna let a bitch touch my heart again.
Yeah, my heart is numb. I got an ice spot where my heart used to be.
These bitches ain't never did me right.
I would never cry about a bitch ever again. They got me fucked up out here.
Yo, bruh. That shit be so sad, dog. And I be like, bro, just take 6 months to a year. Make some money. Find some shit that you like to do. Stay the fuck out the way. See how much happier you are for the rest of your life.
Or at least find a hobby. You'd be surprised how many times I will ask girls, like, yo, what is your passion? And they'll be like, I don't know, I don't have one yet. So what are you doing alive every day? You know, like, what makes you excited? And if you can't answer that to question yourself, you should gotta pause on dating for the sake of your sake. Because I promise you, if you date someone that has a passion and a zeal, and you don't have it, you're gonna feel mighty insecure one way or another.
And then you're gonna feel insecure, and then like when this person is prioritizing their passion or whatever that, you know, whatever idea that they have over alleviating your boredom, now it's, oh, okay, I'm not important in your life, this and the other, and it's a whole different problem like that. Like if you had something to do, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Exactly. Like,
Right.
I'm sorry, I'm busy trying to make money for me and our relationship, and you're trying to hold me back because you just want to cuddle and watch like vlogging episodes
Right.
of people
like,
making money, and we could be making money. You know what I'm
like,
saying?
come on,
It's reverse
bro.
psychology.
You could be doing anything. Like even if you wasn't making money off of it. Oh, I like to paint. Cool.
That's true.
Get you some canvases.
Mhm.
Fine. Hey, babe, I went to the paint store today. Now you have something to talk to me about.
Yes.
Because we're just talking about Netflix and what drama's going on in
And
your
pop
life.
culture.
I'm not fucking with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not fucking with it. Talk to me about something.
Mhm.
Something that you like to do. Anything. Any fucking thing.
And they'd be like, want to have sex? And be like, okay.
Like, all right,
And that's how it works. That's how they get you.
They'll be like, all right, you want to take a shot? Damn, you right. All right, fuck it. All right, whatever. You know, we here already. I already drove out this motherfucker fine.
Facts.
Like,
But I ain't forget.
nah.
You sneaky one.
We gonna talk about this tomorrow, motherfucker. Like,
So, yeah, right.
man, I mean, it's hard, especially being somebody that has so many hobbies. Really, courtesy of ADHD.
Facts.
I know that you see this shit in the background, like just the amount of.
It's tidy though.
I try.
It could be worse.
It could be worse. It could be a lot better, but you know, like you're looking at least 8 different hobbies right now, my boy. From boxing, biking, construction work, whatever the fuck I'm doing that monitor with. Whatever the fuck is in here.
Cementing.
Photography. I put that with construction work, honestly. The yard work shit. I got tiles over here that need to be put in the bathroom. Like,
yeah.
It's just like shit to do. I got my guitars upstairs and shit. Like, it's like, me personally, I enjoy doing a lot of things. So I'm like, okay. And my hobbies change depending on what my ADHD is most stimulated by at the time.
Yeah, what I'm in the mood for.
What exactly? What I'm in the mood for, what I'm rolling with. Cool. I know I can get up and I can do something. Fine. But if I'm talking to you and it's just like, hey, what you doing? Hey, what you doing? Oh, I'm watching TV. I'm watching Netflix. Oh, I just finished Narcos. Okay. Did you do something?
I have no choice but to see you as someone I can just fuck, and that's it at that point. Because I can't date you at that point. I take dating seriously. Like, you know, if I'm saying, yo, you're my girlfriend, I'm indirectly saying that, yo, I see life potential in you.
Exactly.
Let's explore it.
Like, if I take it to the point where I'm claiming you, and I'm claiming you to the world, especially, it's like, I have to be able to claim something. Like, even when I'm down and I ain't doing shit, I know if I get a request to do something tomorrow and I get paid for it, I'll get my ass up and I'll do it. Mm-hmm. If I just need a break from life and I'm like chilling and a lot of shit's going on, I know if I want to get up and get away from it, I can. Okay, cool. I'll take a hike. I'll go to fucking what's the body of water? Lake Alatoona.
Yeah, Alatoona.
I'll go over there. I'll take my guitar out there and I'll just play, or I'll just take some out there. We'll just walk.
That's fine.
Cool. And I get my little replies, or I'll take my camera and I'll just go walk around and I'll shoot a little bit. Cool. I get my little breaks from the world, but I'm doing something. Mm-hmm. I'm doing something. Even if I'm watching anime all day, I'm doing something. Because I'm practicing Japanese as I do it.
Oh, weird flex, but okay.
I've literally learned Japanese through watching it.
That's fine.
Like, I'm not fluent by any means, but I can understand it to the point where I can watch it without looking at the screen. Like, I'm like, oh, okay. I can literally understand. I'm like, all right, cool. For the most, like, especially with the different series, of course they got the different lingos and shit, but it's like, for the most part, I'm on it.
That's a lot of time logged in, though. It's a lot of anime. Hey, now.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, and it's a lot.
I know.
Like, I've been caught up on One Piece for like 8 years now.
Including manga and show, or just
both?
Yeah, that's a lot of content.
Both.
It's a lot.
All right, what were we talking about before I fucked up the shit? Damn.
Talking about we're in the love department. Then we broke down about emotional intelligence. Then we went to about hurt people.
Right.
And then we went down towards something about
we went down a rabbit hole. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, that was a deep hole about love.
That was a deep hole, my boy.
Oh, but I guess about awareness. Something had asked me about awareness. Wow, awkward.
Wow.
It was a good conversation, though.
It was a fantastic conversation. Anyway,
we tried.
Fuck it, we tried.
All right, second take. Here we go.
Nah, we'll keep that in. We'll keep that in. Fuck it. At this point, hey, it is what it is. They'll be fine. They'll be fucking fine. All right, so
niggas will be like, come on, think.
You got it. We needed it. I'm sorry, bro.
Probably yelling the answer and everything.
I know, right? Well, the 3 comments I'll get will be like, hey, you niggas really ended at the best part. Oh,
facts.
Man. I mean, but bro, if I'm being honest, to be able, I want to say, like, the dating scene in general, in like the last, at least in our generation, I'd say, not even our generation, since social media really became popular, the dating scene has like hit the fan. Like, it's more so everybody has a general personality to pull from. Mm-hmm. So it's okay, I see this on TikTok or Instagram, I want my man to do this. But your man work at UPS.
He can't give you that Louis back clean.
He can't give you that. So now it's extra stress for an idea that the nigga can't afford, okay, cool, you get a nigga that can't afford it. Perfectly fine. If you're happy with him, fine. But if you're just there to be there, is it worth the happiness? Sure. I'm sure for a lot of people, sure, that money is definitely worth the happiness. 100% taking yourself out of problems is worth it.
But wouldn't that contradict your earlier take about struggle love is not it though?
But is that struggling if you was happy before social media made you think that getting a $3,000 Louis bag for your birthday? When you know that your man he can get you like a little vacation and a couple outfits?
I hate to say it, Kings, but if your queen's already daydreaming about that Louis bag consistently, she's out of there. That's true. She's out of there. That's because true. She's too focused on the future and not being present with you. No matter how hard you try, I've been there.
If you got it, he'll do it. Yeah.
You'll spend your last dollar and your clothes on your back, but if she's already daydreaming about that material stuff, just log off, King. It's okay. It's all right. Just walk away. It's easier said than done. Especially in the A, bro. When your girl wants to leave, you'll know.
Oh, for sure.
You'll know.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it does contradict what I said earlier, but I mean, it's not really struggle love. It's not struggle love.
You're working at UPS,
because I mean, 90% of people are regular people doing regular niggas doing regular shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's just like, especially here, there are a lot of people fake.
Of course.
A lot of people fake what they have.
Of course.
And that sells a dream, and then it ruins a whole different set of shit. But it's like, okay, would you rather have the nigga who's honest about, okay, I just work a 9 to 5, not even like, okay, like I don't get paid a lot, just like I'm a regular nigga, I work a 9 to 5, I get paid 50 to 70, you know, I make decent money or good money virtually, or you know, the 30 to 50, you know, decent money. Okay, whatever, livable-ish. Mm-hmm. Okay, fine. Mm-hmm. If that was cool before, why was it social media that made it not cool, or was it the idea, okay, I seen it on social media that made it not cool, or was it like, okay, I think I can get this lifestyle, so I'll try to get that, or is it a what?
I think it's a lot of factors. It all depends. I've seen horror stories about a lack of emotional connection that make a girl want to, or a guy want to go out and find someone who's, oh, you know what? If I'm going to be in this bullshit anyway, I might also be paid for my time, you know?
That's true.
Like, you know, I'd rather get that Louis bag be treated like shit compared to being treated like shit and not get paid for it.
That's very true.
The dating scene has definitely turned to more transactional. I remember there was an era when Hinge was like pure bliss of like this dating app Hinge where like you can meet like people your age who are just, you know, regular, like the 9 to 5 type of steez, you'll meet the vibe, you'll connect. But now, what homeboys are telling me is way more transactional now. Like niggas are like really being bold about, hey, like you want me to be in your life, like it's gonna cost you to play the game. And shit. Yeah, if the girl's bad enough to pull that card, then yeah, she ain't tricking unless she got it. But
yeah, that's true.
But that just lets you know the mindset of not all women, of course, but there's a big chunk of
yeah. I mean, it's been a big, large influence because I mean, at this point, they sick of, like you said, getting treated like shit for free. So they like figured I might as well get treated decently for a lot more fucking money.
You'd rather cry in a Nissan or in a Bentley.
It's like this bitch might have stars in the roof. I can look up and cry in the AC and look up at the stars.
And eat Nobu after. Compared to, damn, I'm sorry, babe, and then you may have to eat a meal 4 for 4 at Wendy's.
You feel me? Like
now you shot a box of cockroaches. You know, so
you gotta pick your struggles carefully, exactly. Bro. I feel that.
So I don't even blame women if they choose that route.
I'm not
but once again, it shows about the point about struggle love. It's like, damn, if you have a good heart as a nigga and you see a girl that's vibing, the best you can do is work your ass off and hope your goals can pop off before her patience runs out.
Right.
If it runs out, then sorry.
That's it for you.
That's it. Yeah,
that's it
for both parties.
Straight up. Because I mean, like at the end of the day, if that person not happy, and women are more comfortable ever saying, "All right, fuck this, I'm out."
And I feel like naturally, we're not going to be a bashing women podcast, but
I'm not bashing women. No, I fuck with it because
sometimes when you speak the truth,
I got 8 sisters, brother. I'm looking at them like these, like looking for me. I'm like, the amount of times I haven't seen a person who does this or does that. I'm like, this should be a normal thing.
Exactly.
I clean my nails. That should be fucking normal.
Hygiene.
You feel me? Like, hygiene is not normal. So I'm like, for me, a lot of shit that we expect is the norm for us. But hearing the stories from our friends, it's like, yo, it's bad out here. Like, it's bad.
And that's why I say, like, you know, when you sometimes tell the truth, sometimes about either sex, people take it the wrong way. But this is the truth, literally. Like, you know, people are taking transactional things. Love is not as a necessity no more. It's more like, what can you provide for me right now?
Right.
Like, it's naturally known as guys, we are long-term investors in anything we do. We see the vision of most plans, and we say, "Dad, it's gonna take 5 years, but all right, this is gonna be the outcome of this 5 years," you know. But for women, it's almost feels like a short-term mindset is like the natural default. Not saying that it's like they do it all the time, but they always think of right now how they feel at that moment, emotional based.
Yeah.
So if you can tell them the sky is blue and they're mad, they're not gonna see that color anymore because they're feeling what they feel.
Yeah, I see you.
So you can tell Shawty the whole time, yo, give me 2 years, I promise you this plan's gonna work out. But if she's not enjoying that time in the meantime, despite the promised outcome, it doesn't matter.
True, but also, okay, and I'm gonna play women's advocate.
But
I'm gonna play women's advocate for now. So and I know niggas gonna be mad at me for this. So I know the promise of hold me down until I come up.
Or the ride or die.
You feel me? Or the ride or die shit. It's like a lot of promises are made.
Correct.
How many promises are kept?
Few.
You feel me? So it's like, what's to say? What's that woman to say? All right, that 2 years is actually gonna be 2 years versus, okay, I could have left you for the ball player who was hollering at me a year and a half ago, who could have had me riding and paid for my boutique up and running by now. Versus, okay, 2 years have gone by
and he just cheated on me.
And we're worse than where we are before. He just cheated on me. Now he got a baby on the way. Let it burn like Usher. You feel me? Like,
love's a slippery slope, man. It's a slippery slope. One day you up and one day you can be down. And talk about social media, bro.
Man.
We only focus on the super highs and the super lows of relationship. The super highs is the Louis V, the bags on the bed, the rose petals. We all see those type of pictures on Twitter or TikTok. Yeah. Look what my man did for me. We all see the lows of like seeing the text messages, seeing how bad that guy fucked up or the girl fucked up, you know. But we never see the everyday. Well, we kind of do now with TikTok.
Nowadays with TikToks we see it.
We've seen the blend, but now like it's really like people don't want to see the gray area. They want to see the extremes.
Yeah. You know what though? I think that's social media in general.
Oh, for sure.
Because like, even as far as relationships, of course, people, even if, which it makes, it's the most baffling shit in the world to me when somebody will post something like, yo, I just got, like, okay, so and so abused me, did this, that, and the other, and then the next day will post like, oh, me and my love or something like that, da da da, male or female. I'm like, bro, did you think that
they can never tear us down?
I'm like, bro, did you think that we forgot about that? Nigga, we was up.
We all saw it. We all screenshotted it.
We was up for that, my nigga.
We were all in the group chats talking about it.
Like, my nigga, we seen you. We seen what happened. Mm-hmm. We seen what she did to your car, cuz. Like, you did what to her and she did what? That's on you. We seen it, bro. Then 2 days later, y'all riding in the car together to get Chick-fil-A. Suck my dick. I don't care. I don't care. But it's like the everyday, like, okay, how do you genuinely interact? Like, we're kind of getting tired of each other right now. Like, should we like take a step back and just, you know, give each other some space, or like try to spice it up? Mm-hmm. Like, you know, that shit's never really talked about. So like, when people take their ideas because they never really had those experiences from social media, now you just thinking, okay, this is supposed to how this is supposed to be. Mm-hmm. And nigga, I seen this in a movie. That's how this goes down. You fucking up the game for me. Mm-hmm. My idea was this, but that was never communicated. You never said what you wanted, what your idea was. It was okay, I just expected this to get better. Mm-hmm. It's like it's
fall in love with potential, you know. Hope.
Never fall in love with potential.
You just said and done though.
Never.
Because when you see the vision, boy, that vision be
never.
Right.
Fuck
right.
that.
It's
I don't see vision. I see work. Fuck that. I've fallen in love with potential a couple times. Never a fucking again.
Yeah, it hurts.
Never again. It's a waste of time.
It goes back to that time investment feeling now, because now when you fall in love with potential, you're almost like dating someone else than the real person now, because the person right now is currently showing you, yo, these are my flaws, whatever, but you're seeing like, damn,
what they could be.
Yeah.
Like,
you just focus on those sides of the traits, and as a result, you're not seeing and that's how you become in a toxic situation.
Right. Exactly. Because it's like you seeing it for what it could be versus what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then at that point, it's just kind of like you're setting yourself up to be fucked, and you don't even like you're not understanding yet. Like it's not registering that you're going to be fucked by the end of the situation.
Once again, the theme here is emotional intelligence. Not be able to recognize it.
That's true. Emotional intelligence, and you know what it is too. A main part where people go wrong is ignoring red flags. Ignoring red flags will be the biggest way you fuck yourself up. Because one thing that my mother has always said that has stuck with me, aside from move like somebody's always watching you, was because that's the main one. That's why I'm on. Like that was aside from doing shit I shouldn't be doing. Like I'm always looking around and like I'm always making sure I'm good or where I know I can get the fuck out of. I think that's really a shared trauma between black men, if I'm being honest.
Of course.
She would always say, people will tell you who they are. You have to believe. Like, even if it's a joke, even if it's in passing, like, when people say certain shit or they do certain shit and then they react in a, oh, that's just how I am. When they say shit like that, you have to take it for what it is.
Yep, unfortunately.
Like, because once they say that, then they have the liberty to be like, I already told you this, or you should have known this already. Or
no one told you to stay here. I've been telling you what I was doing.
We not even together.
That's tough.
That's a dagger.
Ooh,
that's the
reminder, like, yo, you're not even my nigga. Bitch, what you say?
Ooh, bitch, I can't even talk to you today.
After Fogo?
Bitch, I was not the bullets with you. What
the
you
audacity.
Mean? What the fuck are you talking about?
This was 2 overtime shifts.
Man.
Gone
for no reason. Your anniversary was yesterday, bitch. Will I get you? Yeah.
And definitely never fall for the trap where you're not even going to be able to please yourself no more as the person you're dating, a toxic person. For example, there was a time where I was neglecting to buy myself things I wanted, Jordans, X, Y, and Z, just so that money could be used for dating money and budget like that, you know? So yeah, tough lessons to be learned, but like always make sure you date yourself while you're dating others.
Absolutely, because like at the end of the day, and this is something I've been saying for a while now, you were born alone and you will die alone. So the only person in your story, no matter what chapter that you are in, the only consistent character is yours. And I understand a lot of people do have main character syndrome and they think the whole world revolves around them. That's not what I'm saying. Cause that's the worst type of fucking person on earth. The world don't shine out your ass. It doesn't. Like you're a normal person just like everybody else. But it's the idea that people can't be by themselves. You know what I mean? Like, just to not be able to be comfortable with yourself as a person is nothing but a hindrance on whoever you choose to deal with or whoever you are dealing with, whether that's a family member, whether that's a lover, or anything of the sort. No matter what, you're bringing a hindrance and you're bringing baggage to other people's shit. Because, like you said, the emotional intelligence ain't there. It's not. So you're dragging all this other shit and you're just reacting to shit and expecting people to understand, oh, okay, I do this because of what happened way back when you haven't even recognized that yourself. So now everybody's upset with you and now you're alienated and now you're mad at the world all over again. So then you're going to move cities, find a new friend group, fuck that friend group up, and then do it again. You feel me? Like, start a family and then leave them because you don't understand how to deal with it and then come back a couple years later like, oh, okay, I just missed my family. I didn't know how to do this, that, and the other. Now the kids is grown looking at you like, what the fuck you talking about?
The sad part about love is if you're not attentive enough, pain is going to teach you that lesson. And sometimes that cost of learning that lesson is irreversible.
Yep.
So, once again, man, love is a slippery slope. I advise anyone to proceed with caution. that's something that we don't really see enough in media. Is we see these rom-coms of just go in, dive in deep, but like if you're not even aware of your feelings, dive in deep, you're gonna drown.
Yes,
because
sir.
someone who's smarter than you emotionally can now see, oh wow, I got this nigga right with my fingers. Vice versa, we know right what the sex is, whatever, and then they can now manipulate your feelings.
Absolutely.
And then one thing about love is, it doesn't matter what race you are, who you want to fuck, it is a universal feeling.
Absolutely.
So no matter what you say, oh, it can't be me, it might be you eventually.
It might be you right now.
Yeah, you never know.
Man,
It is what it is.
love is sticky, bro. But I mean, like you said, pain is you learn lessons best, or lessons learned through pain stick the hardest.
Yes.
Like, there's nothing like when people say you have to fail to succeed. It's a similar thing, but it's like it's just a whole different arena. You feel me? So like, if you get heartbroken, I understand I don't want to deal with this type of person doing this type of shit, or doing this, or I'll say, or this is what I prefer, this is how I want to be loved. You learn through those experiences, right? But it's like, the lessons that stick with you, especially with love, those motherfuckers that hurt you the worst, boy, remember them motherfuckers forever. Ooh.
Especially when you hear that one song at that one moment.
Ooh.
Got you in the wall challenge, dropping the dishes mid drive, you might throw off the road type shit if you're not careful, bro. Oh my god,
bruh, it'll bring some shit back that you haven't thought about in 5, 7, 8 years. Like,
man, don't let that song play in the club while you're with your homeboys or if a date, whatever. You in the zone, also hear that one song, boom, whole room turns dark.
don't let it play on the way home from the club after you just got turned down.
Ooh.
That feeling right there, boy.
I feel like a loser.
Boy, you be in the car like, nigga, what am I doing with my life? Like, questioning your whole steez, like, what am I doing?
All of a sudden, you remember how much the check was for that bar tab before you got home. You're like, wow, you just soaked up real quick.
Like, nigga, damn, gas $3.29. I done spent 3 gallons on the way over this motherfucker. I could have had 3 McChickens tomorrow.
I spent 50 on the bottle, and they all drank it. I'm not even that fucked up.
The whole night went to shit. Not a whole week is trash. You going to work mad as fucking
On Monday.
Man.
Do it all over again. Come on now.
Next weekend better though. So everything's straight. Everything's straight next weekend.
Maybe next payday.
Taxes come in.
Oh,
niggas
man.
having a great time.
That's crazy, bro.
What time is it?
Wild game.
I ain't gonna hold you up much.
No, bro, it's
longer,
good,
man.
bro.
Oh man.
Right before 11. It's
Right
good time.
man, it's about time. Yeah. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Like I said earlier, this episode's been long enough. We're gonna break it down into probably a part 1 and part 2.
It's an honor.
So we'll drop it probably just week to week, just boom and boom. And if you were serious about what we talked about,
I think I'm serious, bro.
well,
Actually, I know I'm serious.
I bet. We'll chop the logistics up. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Nigga,
come on, bro.
Nigga, okay. All right.
We're making history.
All right. So we making history for real.
Yeah.
Real. All right. Bet. So this has been the comeback. Shit, I guess we'll call it the comeback Pops Podcast.
The resurrection.
The resurrection. I like that so much better. The resurrection of Pops Podcast. I have been your host, Storm. Man, it's been so long. It's been so fucking long. And my boy Serge, do you have anything coming up? Do you have anything that you want to tell them about? You have anything like dropping anytime soon that you want to let the people know about? I'll put them in the description and everything.
All right, bet. So number 1, guys, we have dropped Campaign Volume 1 already.
Okay.
Out on all digital streaming platforms. 5 songs, 5 vibes. You can't press skip. My boy Sensei, he's dropping an album June 3rd called Facing Regulation. On all streaming platforms. Can't miss that vibe too. The Campaign Volume 2 is dropping.
Okay.
The Purple Tape in the summertime. More vibes. And of course, me, 6 Figure Serge, dropping Vertigo, my own mixtape. Probably be July, but I'll keep you updated for sure about that.
Okay, bad.
Sir, so thank you. I appreciate y'all for real.
Say less, of course. No, it's a pleasure having you, and we'll talk about seeing you.
We'll break bread.
We'll talk about that for sure. Yes, so I'm gonna make sure I put the links in the description for Campaign Volume 1 and everything else.
Appreciate that.
Let the people know where they can find you on social media.
Bet. At 6 Figure Serge, SIX, the word figure, and Serge, SERGE, all one phrase. All, I think, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. I don't use Snapchat. Sorry. Not sorry.
I don't think anybody uses Snapchat anymore.
Gen Z uses Snapchat. You'd be surprised. They love Snapchat. You can do games on Snapchat now, bro.
Games?
Yeah, you can be on a call with your friends and play games with each other.
Nah, we too old for that shit.
Yeah, that's only Gen Z.
We too old for that shit now. We stopped using Snapchat. When did we as a collective when the Snapchat died? When they did the Rihanna shit?
With the Rihanna shit, and they added more stories we didn't want about news stuff.
And then the ads in the middle of it. Yeah, that's when it died completely. All right. Yeah, so you can find me Real Name Storm on Instagram and Twitter. I think it's an underscore on Twitter. So underscore Real Name Storm on Twitter, and then Real Name Storm on Instagram. You can find Pops Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, Audible, and YouTube.
And Apple, Spotify yet?
Yeah, we're on Spotify as well, and I have to check to see if we're on Apple.
So
I'm 76% sure on that one. But if so, I'll put a description for everything I'll put the description in the description is what the fuck I was about to say. That is crazy.
The Zaza.
I'll put the links in the description for everything.
Yes,
and like I said, I appreciate y'all watching. See y'all next time, man.
Next time.